this yesterday too, though. Jesus Christ.
All right, well, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette real quick, and then we can do a pregame. No one's watching yet, so
Why would they be?
I shared it to the Browns pages and stuff too.
Sweet.
I mean, I don't.
Man.
You want to share that to some more pages? You can. What the fuck is going on? You did say you had one of those with you, right? The triple X?
Yeah, is he here?
No, I'll just.
I can get it out. Is he coming?
I'll give you the money when I get there.
It's fine. I'm not worried about it.
All right. Two. There's a little, like, I don't know. Do you put the headphones on yet? You ready?
Yeah. I was just tagging a bunch of people in the. Should we put that back? Here, I'll get it. Who's that?
Why would you want to take a picture?
Oh. Oh, man. Yo, see.
Slap that gum out of your mouth.
I'll get rid of it. Are you hearing it?
Yeah.
Really? We got great equipment.
Yeah, definitely. God damn it. All right, who do we have in the chat?
Well, I'm about to share the link out with a bunch of people too.
Well, there's someone here, that's what I'm saying.
Sweet. Probably me.
Oh.
just got breaking news.
Yeah. All right, I just made another post.
Sweet.
So you ready?
Yep, I'm ready, man. I just shared that with. I tagged about 80 people. You can give us a minute. Got anybody else in the chat yet? You want to give a couple minutes, see if we get some people in?
There's one person. Is that you?
That's, I shut mine down.
All right. Say hello if you're in the chat. Get the pregame going here. Another
We should welcome you into the Raw Dogger Sportscast Live.
live.
That's Ryan Kessler.
That's Sean Watson.
Welcome in, everybody. We decided to go ahead and do another live stream. The last one is really successful. We appreciate everybody out there sharing, getting in the chat. Please get in the chat. There are no dumb questions. Usually I have those.
Only dumb answers.
Correct. So please feel free to go ahead and get in the chat. We'd love that. And like and subscribe if you would, if you haven't already, on YouTube or our Facebook page. We're on TikTok also. Share with your friends. You know, tag some people actually in our post if you want to do that. That would be great. We had probably the most people in the stream the last time we did this, which is, it's understandable. We're finally getting back into the football season.
Right.
Of course, we have the college kickoff week 0, starting this week.
Today, right?
Yeah, starting today. I don't know if there was a game. Oh, Notre Dame plays in Ireland at 2:30. They play Navy. So, yeah. And then a bunch of other, basically a lot of other shitty games on there. UMass
It's
playing like the SCLSU Mud Dogs, where I think that they're still a favorite by 7. Vanderbilt playing Hawaii.
USC San Jose State.
Yep, that's going to be another blowout there. The spreads on that game, obviously, I don't know if you know if you're a total degenerate like I am, and some of my fam. Yeah, that's a big spread. You have the spread up on that. What is it, like 30 or 32 or something? It's crazy.
On which game? The
USC. I know the Notre Dame game, it's been fluctuating a little bit. Notre Dame, I actually saw a number last night. It went down to minus 19.5 over in Ireland. Of course, they have their new transfer portal quarterback from Wake Forest. We're going to see how he does today. But they're picking, at least Vegas says that they're going to have a lot of probably yards on the ground. And, of course, Navy runs the ball a lot. Don't know if they still run that triple option type of deal, but Navy definitely runs the ball quite a bit. So we're going to see what that's all about. Ohio State's going to be playing at South Bend here, I believe game 3 or 4. Game 4, I believe.
So it's USC minus 30.5.
Right.
Over under 66.5. And I think it said last year USC scored 66 in the opener by themselves. So
right. But who did they play? I don't know, but
probably someone just the
same caliber, I'm sure. So
that's what, with the expansion with college football. I know we're talking college football here.
Well, we could talk a little bit of that too.
But with the expansion, I think that's going to make a lot better games. You're probably going to only have like really 1 or 2 tune-up games with the bigger conferences.
Yeah.
They're going to have to move to 9 or 10 conference games every year at some point.
Yeah, I would think so. And go ahead.
No, it's going to be like, to me, it's fucking stupid.
I mean,
like you should maybe have 1 tune-up game and then let's see some real football.
Yeah, let's see it. Of course, we're starting at Indiana. I mean, a lot of the Big Ten teams are kicking off with other Big Ten teams. I think that's smart on their part instead of just starting off with, like, Youngstown State. And I'm not getting, Ohio State has some cake in there, too.
Right.
I mean, that's I'm not going to argue about it.
I really like that we're bringing USC, UCLA, and Oregon. And, let's have some tests here.
And I really wish that they would just get on that now instead of having to reformulate the 2025 Big Ten schedule. Come on. And I know there's probably TV money that's, interwoven and all that, but do something. Make it happen. I mean, the Big Ten's getting, $1 billion a year starting this year for a TV contract.
Right. But moving on to the Browns. Game day, we're going to see. Just seen an article here. Yeah, those stick.
Yeah, that's what she said.
So, of course, Nick Chubb, Myles Garrett, Bitonio, Schwartz isn't playing today, so I don't know how he makes the roster.
Jim Schwartz?
Yeah. Mike Woods is, of course, out. Darden's not playing. Goodwin's still on the mend. Mike Ford Jr., I don't know if he's going to make the roster. I would think he would. Cam Mitchell, that's the rookie corner. Ford's still hurt. He's not playing. And, of course, Isaiah Thomas and Alex Wright won't be playing. But those are pretty much the big ones. Harrison Bryant's still hurt. But you're going to see Amari Cooper.
Great.
You're going to see DPJ, Njoku, of course, Deshaun, that's the big one. The rest of the offensive line's playing. You're going to see Conklin, Teller, Posich, and Wills out there, which I'm sure they'll probably, we have depth there at the guard position, so that's no big deal. Bitonio doesn't need to be out there in the preseason action. We'll see how, these running backs play, too, with the first team. Because, with Ford being out, which sucks, I've been wanting to see him play. Because he's going to be your number 2.
It's not going to be Felton. So Felton's more of a scat back.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I think Felton will probably still make the roster.
Oh, I think he's going to make the roster.
And he'll get playing time. And you can put him out in the slot, and he can catch passes out of the backfield and be there to be your 2A.
Right.
I would think. He's been here long enough to know what's going on there.
Some other news. Well, go ahead.
No,
but some other news I wanted to kind of bring up this week, and it's been all over a lot of the Browns forums. Everybody's talking about it. Is the amount of cap space that the Browns cleared up right away. They actually have the most cap space. It was Njoku, Myles Garrett restructured some contracts.
And I was saying this 3 or 4 months ago.
Right. But, I mean, we didn't think it was actually going to happen. Now, I have there's a couple different trains of thought on this. I kind of think the latter is probably what's actually going to happen, but there's possibilities. So are they going to try to go after a big name? Somebody you brought up was Aaron Donald, in the middle. I mean, the guy wanted to go ahead and retire after he won the Super Bowl against the Chili Eaters a couple years ago, which was fantastic. I mean, that alone really wanted to make me get like a Sean McVay haircut. But he was talking about. But the guy's still he's just absolutely massive to wreck the inside of that. And if you have Myles Garrett, and not that I'm not pumped about who we have now, but that just
that rotation would be ridiculous,
unbelievable. And
you could put Donald outside, inside, Myles inside, outside.
I mean, you're gonna have to have some money to do that because number one, Aaron Donald wants to play for a winner. He wants to play for somebody who would feel it would be a contender.
Well, and
he's already won a Super Bowl now. So
the only way that's going to happen, one, we're going to have to start off hot. We're going to have to be 4-2, 5-1.
Right.
Deshaun's going to have to look good, and he's going to definitely have to one out. And the one thing for me is, the long shot of it is people are probably going to have better offers for him. I don't know if he has a no trade clause that he can pick where he's going to go.
Yeah, I don't know if he does or not. I'd have to look that up.
There isn't a
lot of those
in
the
quarterbacks.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of them in the league.
But and they could also be like, thank you for your service. Where do you want to go? That all depends on their front office.
Yeah, it does.
But for us to get him, you would think, at his age, I don't think he's going to be worth a first round pick.
No, you're not gonna. Yeah, you're not gonna get that.
You're probably gonna have to send him a second, a fifth, and probably, maybe even a player back over.
Right. Well, we can kind of get into it. The other part of that I wanted to bring up too is the more likely scenario is that they are trying to save some money because of the big hit they're going to take next year.
Yeah.
And that's more realistic.
Well, and they're getting ahead of it because
correct. And Andrew Berry's smart for doing that.
Yeah, like the Saints are fucked every year.
Right.
And they have been for like the last 10 years, and then they have to come together and screw around in the offseason.
Well, speaking of Aaron Donald, the Rams, look at the Rams.
Right.
They went ahead and got all that in, but a lot of those guys
now you have $34 million going over to next year.
Correct.
So, and the cap's going to go up probably 15, 20 mil. So
right. So now you're looking at like
paying
60 million, 55,
you're
60.
Basically paying Deshaun's contract right there.
Right.
For that year.
Which is great.
And he's willing to move money every year.
Right.
And, it's going to get to the point where then they're just going to extend him.
The only thing that makes me think that there could be a possibility, let's say, you do start off hot and you have the ability to get, let's say, Aaron Donald right now, is the fact that Myles Garrett and Njoku decide to redo their contracts. Unless they're bought all in on Deshaun Watson.
And it might not even just be Aaron Donald. I think it might even be like if there's a receiver out there, what if it's Cooper Kupp?
Right.
What if it's – because I like our wide receiver core, but it'd be really nice to have another alpha in the room.
Yeah, it would.
And, we got to see Elijah Moore. We keep hearing how good he's been in camp.
Right, and we're not – because he's playing today, right?
Yeah, hopefully
right.
we'll see that connection today. But, it's preseason, so hopefully today they play at least the first quarter.
Right.
But I've been hearing rumblings where they might even play the whole half.
Okay, all right.
That, when's the last time you've seen starters do that in the NFL?
Right, and
at
especially
least for the Browns, that's probably since 2006, maybe 2007.
Right, and especially since we went down to 3 preseason games. Of course, the Browns have 4 because they played in the Hall of Fame game. Yeah. Normally your game 3 a few years ago when you had 4, that was your dress rehearsal. Then
right.
Your game 4, you kind of went back and you dialed everything in. All the teams are getting their players down. They're getting down to the 53-man roster. But so this is going to be more of like the dress type rehearsal. It'll be interesting. I don't know this. I don't know who's going for Kansas City. Is it their number ones that are going as long as the Browns number ones are out there?
I would think so.
I mean, but still, you have this, game 3 for them, game 3 for them, game 4 for us. They're going to have to make the cuts. They're going to have to get the cuts downs too. All the NFL teams have to be down to 53. So is there some guys on their bubble, that they're thinking about keeping or not? The other news I want to kind of get into on top of that. Oh, well, first off, and I kind of threw this out there, and I came across this SI article the other night, was the fact that, Jonathan Taylor's still out there too. The problem with the Browns is the draft capital that Jim Irsay wants. That he wants a number 1 or the equivalency of a number 1 in this market with with Jonathan Taylor, who is only 24 years old, and I get that, but he has come off an injury-laden season. Is he really going to want that? I think the Colts want to move him because obviously he's not going to want to put out for them this year, with the history that they have recently.
And
but
he doesn't want to get franchise tagged because that number for running backs is just getting smaller.
It is. It keeps getting smaller, too. But that's what I think the Colts front office, they're kind of banking on that. They're saying, hey, go out and try to find something.
If you would go anywhere that would pay him, it would be Cleveland.
Right. I mean, we got the money.
And cap wizardry. And that, people bitch about, and, Haslam hasn't been perfect since they've been there. But he ain't afraid to fucking cut a check.
No, he's not.
So,
he's not. He's like the anti-Dolans.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, if the guy's going out, and we talked about that too, buying part of the Milwaukee Bucks franchise.
Right.
The guy has no problems.
And it would only benefit Nick Chubb because then you're going to extend your own career.
Well, in that SI article I brought up, I can't remember who. I think I sent it in the chat.
I think I read it.
Yeah, you read it, but it definitely had some interesting points in there. I mean, it had pros and cons, as to what. So that was a really nice piece. Of course, the Browns, they were talking about, could Jonathan Taylor come there? Could they make it work? Well, it's going to depend on something, but there's something else that happened this week too, and that's Josh Dobbs getting traded to the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals, they don't have – now I'm hearing Kyler Murray may not start the entire season. So Josh Dobbs is going to be your guy.
They're trying to be number 1 and 2 picks in the draft.
Right.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Well, and they just traded back in the draft here this year. Weren't they like pick 3 or 4 and they traded back? Was that I can't remember. Were they 6? I can't remember now. I'd have to look back at it.
They're loaded with draft capital.
Yeah.
They're like where we were at in 2018.
Right. And the other thing is, too, are they going to want to get off Kyler Murray? But the problem is he has that huge-ass contract.
Well, that's somewhat like Atlanta.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying there's not teams out there that wouldn't take Kyler Murray. I mean, I'm not saying that at all.
I would even think, in Atlanta, I mean, they're going to be a playoff contender with Kyler Murray there.
I would think.
And they could get a return. I would think you would at least get a 1 first out of him.
Yeah.
And then you're really low. Then they could get their pick a quarterback next year. I don't know how good the quarterback class is going to be coming out this year,
but I threw
Caleb Williams.
Yes,
that's who they're going to want.
Yeah, I think so too. They're starting fresh. After the Cliff Kingsbury experiment.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that too. But they wanted to go ahead, so they went ahead and traded Josh Dobbs, and. So the Browns are getting, what is it, a 2024 second? Or is it 4th? What was that? The 2nd or 4th? And then they gave
the Browns are getting?
I'm sorry.
Getting the 5th.
The 5th.
And then
the Cardinals get a 7th.
Yeah.
Cardinals get a 7th. That's right. So we get a 5th. Yeah, but it's definitely is it a pipe dream that you could get Jonathan Taylor? It is, but it isn't. I mean, could they make it happen? Just like you said, yes, you could.
By week 6, but that's going to be that all depends on the outlook of the cap and all that stuff. Because if you're going to pay both of them, then I personally think this is probably the last year Amari Cooper's here.
Okay.
And what they're going to do is I bet, especially if he plays out, DPJ is going to get an extension, and I think he'll be kind of a cheaper wide receiver. That's going to be your 2. He's not going to be 1.
But he wants to be 1, though.
Well, yeah.
He wants to ball out and try to solidify a 1 position.
And I hope he does.
Well, I hope he does, too. That'd be great for us this year.
Good problem to have. But you're going to have DPJ there, Elijah Moore, and then you have the rookie we just drafted, Tillman coming up, and Watkins that's been playing well in the preseason.
Austin Watkins, I mean, he's as great of a find.
He's 6'3", 215.
He's as great of a find as basically DTR this year, Dorian Robinson-Thompson. The other thing is, too, is you're going to go ahead and get – I mean, the conventional wisdom early on was that Tillman was going to get drafted because Barry in the front office know that
Cooper.
Not Cooper.
DPJ?
DPJ. Yeah, DPJ is going to want to have big-time money.
I don't think it's
Okay.
going to be that big time, though, unless he fucking really balls
Really
out.
balls out.
But to me, I think Amari and Elijah is going to be number 1, number 2 targets.
Right. So
You know, if DPJ has another 800 receiving yard year, you know, that's probably a 10 to 13 mil a year type deal.
But I think our front office, I mean, I kind of agree to that. You know,
But
you
they
went
did pay fucking Njoku a lot of money.
They did.
He didn't really fucking
They did.
produce the way that you want him to.
Correct. Not for that type of money.
Yeah, he played
But
well
he
last year,
restructured.
though. Yeah.
He was one to
He
restructure.
played well last year.
Right.
You just have to get him some more targets in the red zone, I think.
Sure. All right. So what time we got here?
1 o'clock.
Looks like it's about perfect.
All right, so we got 5 minutes till kickoff. I'm going to grab a drink and a smoke.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of Batonio, you saw him coming out of the tunnel.
Oh.
And there's the man. There is the man, the guaranteed money man.
Deshaun Watson. We got somebody in the chat? Say hello.
Hello.
Get the sound on there, too.
I am going to go ahead and take the same break.
Is his family and every aspect of life that way?
Terry is certainly one of the very best of all the real estate brokers
Yeah, those
that we deal with
fucking
on a global
caramel
basis.
beers are good.
Pretty good, aren't they? Well, I only had 2 left. I drank the other one. Busch Light.
You know, we could finish the basement and exercise room.
Yeah. There was like a
Is it really the best time to spend money on renovation?
Care I help?
How many drinking spoons?
I'd say based on our last conversation, renovation might be good to go.
But you, I mean, you have whatever you want. I brought 12, but you saw.
Talking with the renovation. She knows. I know.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors.
Take a moment to be present. Like Henry.
We are back live in Kansas City. Arrowhead Stadium getting ready for kickoff between the Browns and the Chiefs. Moments ago, our Aditi Kinkhabwala, proud head coach of the Browns, Kevin Stefanski. That way, Aditi Kinkhabwala. You know what? Put a little heat on the head coach. Deshaun Watson wants to throw the ball downfield as I welcome in the Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. I am Chris Rose. So, Joe, what do you want to see out of the offense? Is it good enough just to have the process and the organization be greater? Do you want to see something more today?
Well, that's exactly what you want to see first and foremost. But above and beyond that, just seeing Deshaun Watson being comfortable with this new look offense. They've talked a lot about being more about empty formations. They're going to try to spread people out. They're going to try to be able to take advantage of certain matchups because the defense has to define their coverage when you do open up those formations and you give those guys space. So for Deshaun Watson, it's all about being able to take the layups when they're there. Making the layups. That's exactly what he did not do last year, where he was a lot of times looking to scramble and push the ball downfield when it wasn't there. So today, I want to see a lot of short passes with a little bit of deep ball sprinkled in there, but this is not exactly what you're going to see when we start September 10th against the Bengals.
Did everybody
Is that fucking more?
God,
As the trainers are looking at him, as a player,
I think that's Grant.
that's Grant.
sometimes when things are not looking,
See the returner? Was that a return?
you have to hit and
God damn it. Well, it looks like we got a player down. It looks like Jeremiah Grant, who was coming back from an Achilles injury.
Great.
Howdy, I'm Miles Garrett, and I'm Joe Thomas.
Well, and
even if we were Miles Thomas or Joe Garrett, we get the same level of care at University Hospitals.
turn this down.
Because
Took a little bit long of a break there. We didn't realize we were going to miss the actual kickoff, but
with expert sports medicine and world-class everyday care, University Hospitals Jasinski.
Well, and I kind of thought he was a little bit on the bubble anyway,
right.
because he's basically a returner, but, you know, he's also shifty, and I'm sure he's going to be a part of the offense.
Right.
God.
Well, and the way that he's kind of
And that's why you hate fucking putting players
guys
out there.
in preseason.
But
Absolutely.
you gotta fucking get out there and get ready for the season.
Right.
Because you know how many times week 1 we come out and
Be flat.
be flat,
Sure.
be out of sync, and you have to start fast this year. You got 3 fucking division games in the first 4 weeks.
Well, and I understand, not having Miles Garrett or Nick Chubb.
What's up, Robert?
Is that Holsinger?
Yeah, we broke into my dad's house.
So, I mean, I understand not having those players. Of course, those are the type of players that translate to the NFL right away, too. It's not a quarterback. Generally, when you draft in a running back or a defensive end, you're expecting that guy to put out like he did right away in the NFL.
Right.
So, those guys don't need that kind of warm-up,
No.
especially guys that have been in the league like Chubb and Miles Garrett. Quarterbacks, though, and then, of course, you got these guys on the bubble, and you're just talking about Grant right there, which he might definitely be on the backslide of the bubble now.
Well, and they'll probably put him on the IR, so they don't have to put him on the 53, and that means he's gonna be out for the year. I mean, he looked like that was not good. It
Right.
could have been another fucking Achilles, and if that's it, then he's probably
Done.
retiring.
He's cooked. Right.
Yeah, he's on the. Damn.
He's out on the meat wagon.
Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Oh my
And
god.
that one guy just did that, too. He just did the, oh, my God. Actually, Grant's the one doing it right now.
Right.
He's like, I don't understand why I keep getting hurt.
Well, every time we fucking sign some all-pro fucking anything, that's what happens.
And he's
Charles Bentley.
I saw he already has a floating, stabilizing leg guard on. That's not good.
Right.
All right, so much, Grant. We're watching games now. Little shift,
Oh.
direct snap.
That's. Number 20. Who is? It's
You say Milton?
no.
Milkins?
Can't remember that dude's name, but that's one that they've been talking about too. That might be vying for.
I like the direct snap there, but hey,
5-yard run, man. We'll
Deshaun
take it.
Deshaun Watson's probably definitely not taking part of that RPO.
No. Definitely not in preseason.
No.
Boom.
Nice. DPJ.
DPJ. There we go. Some vertical passing.
Well,
game.
the thing about DPJ, we were talking about it too. The guy has all the incentive in the world because he wants to get paid.
Right. Oh, and he's probably put 10 pounds of muscle on since being in the NFL. Like he definitely works at it, and I really like him. He's got good hands. It's just the separation against man coverage is what needs to get better this year.
Right.
It's all right. Keep testing him. I like coming out here and fucking slinging it.
Well, they don't have Juan Thornhill anymore, so fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys.
He's on our team now. Oh, they got Michael Dunn in the center right now. Oh, Oh,
why.
shit. Well, we know that our running back's getting cut. Who is that again? Who is 20?
I don't know. That's the guy that's supposed to be. That's
Jordan Wilkins.
Jordan Wilkins. Yeah, that's definitely on the running back. It was
Yeah, well,
literally
yeah,
right
absolutely.
into his stomach.
All right. Well, we're gonna get our defense out there and give them a chance for a. Who we got? We got
Can't start off good all the time.
we got Patty Mahomes out there starting.
Yep. Dude, that front.
No, that's
that
not-
front is nasty.
That's not Mahomes.
Oh, it's not.
No.
No.
Mahomes is 15. I don't know who the hell 12 is.
All right. Well, we got 99 out there. That's Smith. Fucking, I think Tomlinson's out there. Yeah.
Who's 0?
Newsom's new number.
Oh, did he decide to go? I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Dude, Zadarius Smith just bull rushed the shit
Yeah,
out
he
of that
did.
right tackle. Defense looks good. Too bad fucking Patty ain't out there though. See how that would look. Is Kunasik out there? Is that 51? Yeah.
Yep.
This fucking light's right in my goddamn way. Can you put that back down?
Yeah.
That light?
That one.
Got a screen. And they're definitely getting a bunch of yards on that. There we go. Just leave it down.
All right.
Fucking Jordan Elliott out there. I don't think he's making the roster. Damn. They are in the backfield every
That's
play.
Pacheco, right? Running the ball.
Yep.
Well, that's good. I mean, that guy's going to be. He's going to get a lot this year. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire may not even make the roster, quite honestly.
Right. Is he even still there?
Yeah, he was just on. He was in on this series. They just subbed Pacheco in.
He catch that? Damn.
That was Watson for them. Who the hell is Buscelli? Is it Buscelli?
Bobby Boucher?
Yeah, but right. We're not nearly as versed on the Kansas City guys right now.
Second string.
Who knows?
Do they still have Chad Henne?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't heard. Well, there's a movement on that right tackle. They didn't call that, of course. They should. Should be a flag on the right tackle. He definitely moved early, but oh well.
Even without Miles out there, the D line looks fucking stout.
Absolutely. And you need that too. I mean, Miles, you need to have the guys in respect on that line so Miles isn't getting double teamed so
Triple
much.
teamed.
Yeah, that too. Triple holded.
All right.
Now, you want to watch this, folks. This is probably Harrison Butker is a great kicker. Yeah. Although he almost
Nutted
got
it.
to it. Somebody
keep him
coming
at
off
3.
the edge. So, Harrison Butker, another great kicker of the league. I am interested to see. There's possibilities here, even in the second half, where I might just run the ball so that Cade would may get some shit done out of his head,
Right.
and just because it's all in his head at this point.
I would kick a field goal on first down in the second half. Go out there and fucking blast it, dickhead.
Right. Just progress him, man. If you get down inside, the 40, and hey, go kick. If you get down and lead him up to a 45-yarder, go kick.
Right.
So
Well, and if you're in the position, if it's 55, 60 yards, go out there and kick it. Because if you hit one of those, dude, you would think his confidence would go up.
sure.
If you miss it, fuck, you missed a 55, 60 yarder. I ain't gonna be that mad at that.
Oh, and another thing. Speaking of DBs, I saw where Greedy Williams
Cut.
He's got cut. So. Oh well. And Clowney went ahead and signed with the Ravens this week. That was another kind of thing
Well, that
there.
was like last week, wasn't it?
Was it last week? Okay. I know what this is.
What? Oh, Spectrum.
Well, of course. Why would yeah. Right into a car commercial.
Right.
And bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023.
It's only $78,000 for no
Perfect.
fucking reason.
But it has flex fuel.
Only 16,000 miners were killed in the excavating of the material for the battery,
Perfect.
making 38 cents a day.
I feel like we're on like Mystery Science Theater 2000 or 3000 right now. We're just going to make fun of the commercials. All right, we're back. At least we have a field level.
That's good. I think we should talk shit of the fucking commercials anyway.
Absolutely.
All
Quite
right.
quite a few people in the stands there for Kansas
Preseason?
City. Looks like, yeah. What else are you gonna do on a Kansas City Saturday afternoon? Go see how the fucking corn's doing.
I'm sure it's hot as balls there too.
Yeah, probably. Go watch live footage of cops.
Oh,
Get up. It's all right.
all right, let's go.
Let's go.
I wouldn't even fucking run the ball. Just fucking
Just air
let
it
her
out.
rip.
May the Schwartz be with you. I want to be the fucking guy that comes up with those.
Probably getting paid ungodly amounts of money.
Probably.
So
Probably driving a new Chevy truck around.
Right. They got done at left guard.
Postage is in now.
All right, we're 5 wide.
I like it.
Got Felton in motion. Oof.
Yeah, I was wondering about that if he was over his back on Cooper.
Right.
I mean, the cameraman fucked up. He didn't get over there quick enough. Not that we could see the angle. Okay. Oh, they're going to give us a replay this time.
Right.
All right. Well, no, just Watson. Yeah, even Watson's like, hey, where's the flag?
Well, it looks like the clock in his head's working a little quicker this year. You know
Well,
what I
and
mean?
it should be. I mean,
Ooh, nice little option. Take 4 or 5 yards on that. Looks like a shitty spot.
it'd be nice to see a jet sweep from Moore instead of Schwartz. Something that
Actually
actually
hold on
has
to the ball.
potential. Yeah. Yeah.
3rd and 7. That's bullshit.
That is a shitty spot, wasn't it?
God.
Stefanski's still not arguing the spot. Why would he? Definitely an underthrown ball by Watson there.
I don't know why he tried to catch it like that.
Here's a guy that can't hold the ball for our place kicker, Boroquez. Hell of a punter, though. He's going to need all this. Damn, nice. Oh, that was almost a hold.
Jackass! There we go.
Hey, great.
Well, you know, another thing, too, is like, well, not having Chubb out there, this offense is not what, you know, the play calling, everything is going to be different when Chubb's in the
Right. Yeah, well, you're seeing a second down, though, and you're already going like 5 wide.
Right.
You know, that's that spread that everybody thinks that we're going to go to more the West Coast type. And actually, you know, we're talking about prolonging Chubb's career. That's another way you can do it.
Yeah.
And I still think that Chubb is underutilized, you know, out in space. And, you know, you talked to me last year about that too. Well, the guy doesn't really run routes. Well, we don't need him to run routes. We just need
A couple screens.
a couple screens and get him out in space and let Chubb do his thing.
I think he will get more involved in the passing game this year.
And I hope so, because I
He's gonna
really
be
think
he's
he's
gonna be your check down.
yeah, I think he's he's definitely underrated. Speaking of the 1-2 punch, what's going on with Kareem Hunt? Last thing I heard, he basically failed the physical with New Orleans, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
And they really
Well, and I also think that's still an ongoing. He left without a contract,
correct,
so I think that's an ongoing thing.
right? Of course, the way that he was kind of shutting down last year, I don't want him back on the roster, quite honestly.
I don't either. I think he's cooked.
Yep, I agree.
I don't know how because he hasn't really played that much.
Right?
Started getting banged up in 21. You know, and the way he ran. You know, disregard for human life.
Absolutely. Which is what you loved about him.
Right.
You know, Pacheco for
He runs like that.
He runs like that too. He just like doesn't care.
Right.
Got anybody else in the chat?
No, we had a couple, and then people keep coming in and out.
Well, it's a Saturday, in Ohio too. Speaking of cornfields,
Right.
not that there's anything wrong with that, but Athens, Ohio. Look at that, Joe Burrow country. Just count out here in KC, holding up a Browns poster board. Fantastic.
God damn.
How could Watson have a knit hat on? It's got to be blazing.
That's what he said. He always wears it. Doesn't matter. He wore it in Houston. Like
There's DTR right there. Oh yeah. Oh,
damn it.
got to make that tackle. Yeah, I saw him kind of laying there, but
Knassett. Don't really give a shit.
not making the team.
It'll be special teams.
Speaking of centers, of course they've talked about Weipler get from Ohio State, trying to develop him. He came out of college early. We talked about that
He's
too.
played well in the preseason.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he's going to
played
be your
well.
backup, and they're going to try to trade.
Try to
Harris.
trade Harris. Do you think that's what's going to happen?
Either trade or
Or
cut
move
him.
him on the line. Move him as another.
I don't know if
spot?
you could really put him at guard. I mean, maybe as an emergency, but he's just so small. Like he's a center only to me.
Right. Right.
He's out there, it's like he's putting together clinic tape. Never a bad step. Technique's always flawless. He's flying around. He's a good tackler.
Dude looks like a linebacker.
Yep.
Before he got shaken up there. Little pump fake by the quarterback from the Chiefs.
He looks more of like the old school type linebacker.
Right.
Whereas like you got Cormora, where he's more of like a smaller type linebacker that could
Like
also
safety.
a safety coverage, right? Oh, against Cincinnati Bengals, which they already announced Joe Burrow will not be playing in that game. Is what I heard earlier this week.
What?
Joe Burrow not starting for the Bengals.
And that's confirmed.
That's what I saw this earlier this week.
I haven't seen anything about that.
Well, see if maybe I'm wrong, but I could have swore I saw that he was going to be out.
Yeah, I don't see anything about that.
Must have been on Pornhub.
Yeah. Says Joe Burrow Bengals managing cap injury to maximize health for week 1. That was 22
okay.
hours ago.
Well, then Jonas Knox lied to me on Fox Sports Radio. Him and fucking Brady Quinn. Oh, Zadarius
definitely
Smith,
looks
just
good.
a monster, man.
Yeah. Like the 99 on him, too.
I do too. Nice! Oh, he is in. Touchdown, Brown.
Thornhill.
You gotta love it for Thornhill too, coming back to KC.
You could almost see that happening,
Oh
too.
yeah.
Well, the defense looks fucking good.
Yeah, it does. What did he? How did Bouchel? How did he not see him? Then I like how he gets
He's
plowed.
under pressure. Right.
I mean, I know he's under pressure, but it's like he was right there, closing in.
All right, we got some momentum.
Schwartz has to like that.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Cade.
Boop.
Good God. Oh shit, Cade York's down. Oh shit.
Did he get hit? Hopefully something made that fucking ball.
Well, actually, you don't want your kicker injured though.
No, I don't even know if they have another kicker. I don't think they do.
Well, I'm glad we cleared some cap space.
I mean,
Get on the phone with Phil
I the
Dawson
only-
immediately.
Am I the only one that's thinking this might be the best thing?
Right?
I mean, they have good kickers. Robbie Gold's out there. Get somebody that's made big kicks.
Get Vinatieri back out of retirement.
Right? Ooh, somebody landed on him. Yeah, that had nothing to do with him fucking biffing the kick.
No, he didn't.
God.
He just fucked the kick up.
Like, something is just wrong with him.
Well, now something's really fucking wrong with
Right.
him. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well, we might be going for it on 4th down every time now, seeing how we don't have another kicker on the roster.
2-point conversion.
Oh, there we go. RPO, Watson keeper, right corner.
I don't know if they're going to want him to run in the preseason like
I
that.
know, but maybe.
Maybe.
No, he handed it off. Okay.
Well, we'll take the 2 instead of the 1.
Yeah, you probably should have done that in the first place. Man. You had fucking Cade York back there. Good God.
He's
man.
got, like, that's got to be it. Like, you can't make a fucking extra point.
It's in your head.
Yeah.
It's in your head at this point.
Like, put him on the fucking practice squad for a year. Ain't nobody going to come get him.
You got that right. Maybe for, supply fucking water or towels.
Right.
Maybe as equipment manager.
And Michigan's new towel boy.
Right.
As the special meals coordinator for the Cleveland Browns,
Holy mustache.
Right?
Name's true Sicilian pasta sauce with our first pick. Made in Ohio for over 60 years, he's a hometown hero. From hearty meat sauce to classic marinara, there's no doubt Rose is ready for Sunday dinner. We know the taste is there, though his skills on the field will need improvement. But we're working on it. Day in and day out. That's about 3 days a week.
God, it had to be a local commercial because that sucked.
But and again, I really hope they let Deshaun play the half. Like work whatever kinks going on right now, and let's get a drive together.
I wonder how Deshaun Watson could kick a ball.
Probably better than him. Fuck, I could go toe bash it and probably make fucking 80%.
By the way, that's somebody we're not seeing in the game either. Travis Kelce not making an appearance.
Yeah.
So
I think their QB, I think their first string offensive line's out there, though. Most of them.
could be. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know. I mean,
If not, it'd be hilarious. Just Zadarius Smith out there destroying their second team.
right. We're gonna make this 53-man cut easy for you.
Which is weird because usually Andy Reid likes to play a lot of his starters in the preseason, even Pat.
Right.
Talking shit. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like it.
How the hell do you fucking play football with earrings in?
I have no idea. I don't know how that works.
That cannot be comfortable.
They're danglers. Oh, Cade York's back up and walking around. God damn it.
If I was Wyatt Teller right now, I'd kick him in the side of the knee. Oh!
I just hold my big ass fucking foot out there just
Right.
once.
Miles is probably in street clothes. Just go over there and start beating the shit out of him.
Right? Somebody should have jumped him in that fucking blue tent. Borquez out there kicking off. Okay.
He's got a fucking leg, too.
He does.
Oh, buddy.
A little squibber.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Good kick coverage. And
I was
hold it.
wondering if there was a push in the back there.
Was it pushing back?
I think so.
All right, who we got in the chat? We got two people
Oh,
here.
no. Holding. All right. We'll take it.
I mean, hell, there's still 8.5 minutes left in the first quarter. It's definitely one of the longest first quarters of the preseason. He is such trash. Like, it's got to be in his head.
Sure. It absolutely is.
Because he's like, he never misses in practice. Well, obviously, it's the fucking yips.
Right? I think I have a new name for him. I already just thought of it. 10 Cup Cade.
I don't know what that means.
You ever watch the movie 10 Cup? No, with Kevin Costner, Cheech Marin golf movie.
Oh, I've seen clips. I haven't watched it.
You need to watch that. Fucking Don Johnson
I'll
out there
watch it.
being a total asshole, which is understandable. Great
Don
character. Great character being an asshole.
Right. Oh, look at Captain Dickhead. Well, let's shank another one.
10 Cup Cade. Watch
Like-
him miss the practice net by 5 feet.
Hey! Like, I'm gonna boo his ass if he's still there in week one when
Ugh.
he walks on the field.
Oh! Is that a fumble? No.
Oh.
They called it incomplete.
Well, I kind of just want to let him punt out of here so we can get some
Sure.
room for the offense to work.
Sure. It'd be nice to see a little send some guys on the special team unit too, and just try to see what happens. I mean, even if you're calling a fair catch, you're probably getting it at least at the worst the 40, right?
Right. Do that.
That was close, wasn't it? You're not getting that call in preseason.
No.
It is the Browns. Nice.
Oh, another pick. Roddy McLeod.
Whoa. I'm surprised you didn't get a flag on that.
What happened?
Well, I hit him on the ground there, kind of right at the top of the head, I thought. But
Was this dude? When did this ball come out? I didn't. Oh yeah, it's out.
Nice.
Nice. Emerson, dude.
Gods. Want to talk about a steal?
Oh yeah.
Third round out of Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Mississippi State, right?
Yeah.
Love how he just blindsided that guy.
I like that.
Oh, that was Ole Miss. Never mind. Lots of time. Just tuck it. That's fine. That's good. That's fine. Right. Thomas hit right on the head right there.
Right. Njoku's got to fucking be the target here. He's out wide.
He is.
Looks like they're pressing too, so give him a jump ball. Oh, that's cool. Third manageable.
You just kneeling down right here and letting Cade York kick.
Let's see what you. No, not when Deshaun's out here.
Need a beer?
Yeah.
Want a beer?
Yes. Touchdown, baby! Njoku! Hoo, 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 hoo. Boom! That was a fucking dime, dude. Look at that fucking throw. Boom. Boom.
Want that or that? I don't know who's.
I'll drink both of them. I don't give
drink
a
whatever.
fuck.
Here.
Huh? Oh.
No,
Oh,
no, no, I don't care. You just give me your. Here we go, Cade York.
Right down the fucking middle. There we go.
All right.
His shit's still knuckles in the air. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. So maybe the injury kind of
Right.
fucking rattled something loose.
Let's fucking hope.
Maybe now he.
Wow, a quick 15 points for the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
The defense looks amazing. Even I mean,
I mean,
we don't have Miles out there. I mean, they don't have Pat out there. They don't have Kelsey out there. So
I mean, you just said something about Chad Henne, who's probably 40 now, but
living the dream.
right. So I mean, God, if you're Kansas City right now, you certainly hope that Mahomes doesn't get hurt.
Right.
Wow.
I just really, if our front plays like this and add Miles in there,
Sure.
this defense can be one of the better ones in the league. Because even like on the running plays, they're in the backfield, they're stuffing shit, they're making it the job hard for the quarterbacks. That was a fucking dot. He needed that.
He did.
That's what I definitely wanted to see.
And you just want to, you want that, and you want to get confidence, just the momentum of confidence.
And I'd like to see Njoku being the guy in the red zone. Because I think he could be a top 3 tight end in the league.
He's running it out.
Jackass!
Right? Well, you're in a preseason game, though, too. I mean,
Right,
guys are
run it
trying
out.
to make a name for themselves just to make the roster, so we get that.
9 sacks already in the preseason.
Wow.
Damn. 6 interceptions, 2 safeties. Yeah, it's been... Defense has definitely played lights out.
Well, and so you back out the 3, so you got 51 points, and that was over 3 games, remember. We
Right.
had an extra game.
Right. Oh!
Nice!
Dude, pressure. I love it. This is not fucking Joe Woods' defense. This is exactly what I thought fucking Schwartz is going to bring.
Nobody even chipped him.
Nope. because they're doing stunts. They're bringing guys from different places. Tomlinson's big ass.
Who's the last guy that wore 99? Was that Kruger? Did he wear 99?
He was the last good one. I
Right.
don't know if anybody.
Damn it.
Ooh!
Oh, nice hit.
Damn. I'm starting to.
Thornhill
fall,
is- I'm
love,
starting to-
fall in love.
Yeah, I just ordered a Thornhill jersey.
Right. Damn. Well, did he get a 1-year deal or how long?
I don't know. We'd have to look that up.
Because kind of want him to be because he's kind of younger.
Is he younger? I was going to ask what his age was. Is
I mean, late 20s maybe,
he
but
28, 29, 28?
so he's 27.
Oh, even better.
Well, he's actually turning 27 in October.
Great. So he's 26.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
So we were way off there. I thought he was like 28, 29, but
right.
they just
Oh,
should just
3-year deal.
Okay, perfect.
21 million.
Perfect.
Another fucking stop. Let's go. Let's see how DPJ does this. He's going to pretty much be the returner now. Punt returner, at least.
What was that one he ran back last year? Wasn't that
Houston.
was it Houston?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought I had the Buffalo game in Detroit in the back of my head, but it was definitely Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and it's like, at this point, just fucking catch it. Because we
Right.
we had some trouble with that at various points. Dude, they're dominating this game.
Sure. I mean, half the people there are wishing this was a Taylor Swift concert.
Definitely wouldn't be cheaper.
Well,
All right, we're going under center here. What are you looking for?
another beer.
A what?
Another beer. Oh, here we go. Nice. Just go down. That's fine. Definitely look like. So I don't know if Elijah Moore. It's a hold. It's probably a hold on us.
Face mask?
You hope, but it's probably a hold.
More than likely, sir. God, I hope one day my beard looks that good. Hell yeah.
Defensive holding. I didn't see that coming.
Well, hell yeah, he's holding him.
Right there he was.
Ooh.
You could tell. Yeah, I didn't realize Cooper was the one. I thought maybe Elijah Moore was out there trying to take the top off the defense, but
First and 10 at the 25. What a
oh
jackass,
my God.
dude. Looks like he hopped back on it. That dude's
Okay.
losing his spot.
He might have to find a house in Kansas City. He may not get back on the team plane.
Yeah.
Good God. He must have played like at William and Mary in college. He didn't know what an RPO is. Jesus.
Well, hell, we just running an option in general. Like, I played the quarterback and the running back in this situation. When you do this, you don't clamp down until you feel the hands let go. And he's not clamping down at all. Yeah, get him the fuck off the field.
It almost looks like. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Whoa! A fucking dot
Nice.
on the run to the left. That was probably, what, 45 yards in the air?
Well, and the thing about it is that's what you want out of Watson, the escapability, and you're extending plays.
Yep.
That's what you want to see.
And you want to see guys get into spots where he can fucking throw it
Eyes
to,
still
too.
downfield, escapes,
Beautiful fucking throw.
and then that allows, because then you're making the defense, they have to start respecting Watson as a runner.
Right.
So then it opens up, your back end for your wide receivers. That's exactly what you want to see.
That's your 230 guaranteed right there.
Yep,
That's what you did it for.
Yep, absolutely.
Gain of 50. Ooh. hit
That's
pressure.
fine. It was a throwaway ball. Of course, no flag on that.
No,
one he hit.
he's wearing an orange helmet, so
instead of
he had
the
too much conceptual sex.
instead of
so.
the toad mushroom cap.
Okay.
It was probably
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
He didn't put any
But,
weight on him.
You know, if Miles did that to Lamar or to fucking Teddy or to
Miles
Glove
got a
McGee,
flag 3 yards from him. Jesus.
5 for 992 and a touchdown. We'll take it. Ooh, Deshaun out there putting the block.
Yeah, him and DTR have been in conferences all
Right.
week. DTR's like, yeah, this is how you do this.
They go out there and hit the sleds.
Of course, I mean, if you're Stefanski, it's not like you really want to see that
No,
out of
no.
your starting quarterback.
Well, Deshaun ain't out there like doing what DTR's
No.
putting his shoulder into
Just
people.
sacrificing his body. I mean, you got to like the fact that he's wanting to make the team, and he's doing whatever he can to make the team.
Right.
Oh, yeah, my beer's over there. Or did you already drink? I didn't care which one you drank. Kelly. All right.
Ooh,
All right.
Nice. Just don't give him the ball at the fucking goal line.
So this is the point, though, in the game. I know it's only the first quarter, but where the defensive guys are starting to get worn out because we've had possession of the ball so long.
Right.
And that's another thing, you know, when you're talking about defense and Schwartz and playing chess. When
If
things
you-
are going your way,
Well, and you get off the fucking field and the offense can keep the ball.
and usually the Browns are the ones that are
Right.
in this position.
Right. Well, yeah, where there's 8 run plays in one drive, and
Or you're,
the offense
you're
isn't out there
huffing
for 8
air
minutes.
because, you know, you've been on the field like 22 minutes out of 20.
Right. Oof.
He had an INT last year that was like in a similar situation. Was that the New Orleans
Houston.
game? Was that Houston also?
Well, I know that first game, that one in the end zone was pretty bad. His first game back.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
That New Orleans game, hell, they could have won it if Njoku and fucking Cooper would have caught the balls in the
Right.
end zone.
Njoku in motion. There goes more. Oh, I thought he might get the jet sweep there. I would have liked to have seen that right there, actually.
Right. Damn.
God. Just dragging people along.
Right.
You see Kelly doing push-ups right there? Oh, yeah.
Well, and they're having problems with Chris Jones. Talk about a trade target.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I forgot about
But
that.
he wants some money,
Yeah, he does.
which he deserves it. He's been the fucking anchor there for, you know.
Well, you
8
know,
years.
Juan Thornhill's definitely making a case. He's like, hey, why don't you come to Cleveland, brother?
Right. All right.
That's a touchdown.
(21-3). There's still a minute 45 in the first quarter. This is unbelievable.
Fantastic, man.
I mean, so there's been a couple of throws from Deshaun that have been the greatest, but other than that, I think it's looked pretty damn good.
Well, and his percentage right now is not good, but there's a couple throwaway balls in there too.
Yeah.
They're obvious.
Yeah.
But you're right. There's definitely a couple throws that weren't good. Going
But
back to this
again,
drive.
I think
Oh wait, Cade York. Shh. Cade
Okay.
York. Shh.
magic fingers.
God, I still don't understand that.
I mean, it's
How
in,
ugly that fucking ball is coming off his foot. I mean, going back, you know, the Dog podcast talked about that with Borquez and his percentage of holding it.
But if you're making him in practice,
Right. But, I mean, in a live game situation,
right?
it looks to me like that ball would almost have to be tilted on its axis to get that kind of spin on the ball.
I get it. That's why I'm like, dude, I've never seen a ball knuckle like that.
Right. I mean, when you watch Butker kick it or you watch Justin Tucker kick it,
It's
it's end over end.
Right.
I mean, it's just pretty. Is Mason Crosby still at Green Bay? What's that guy doing? We looked that up.
I think he is one of the
He
free
might-
agent kickers.
Well, go get that fucking guy.
Right. Let me just look up free agent kickers. Yeah, Mason.
Is he free agent? Or is he at Green Bay?
So there's Matt Gay, Matt Prater, which,
I'd take Matt Prater.
right. Greg Zerline, McManus, he's got a leg.
Zerline just played for, or he was kicking for the Jets, wasn't he? Is he a free agent?
Oh, wait.
I thought he was their
I-
kicker.
it might-
Is
oh,
this
wait,
a
wait,
dated
wait.
list?
No, wait. I was looking at the wrong list.
Oh,
on that
okay.
page.
Greg the Leg Zerline.
All right, so there's Mason Crosby, Ryan Suckup, Robbie Gold, Randy Bullock, Zane Gonzalez, Rodrigo Blankenship.
No, we don't want that guy.
Well,
Excuse me.
sometimes going to a new place. I mean, he started off hot, didn't he?
Well, and Suck Up, we don't want that guy either. But Mason Crosby, what's
He's 38.
38 on Mason Crosby?
Yeah, he's 16 years in Green Bay.
God,
Let's see,
go get him.
see his stats here. Yeah, I mean, even last year he was 86%.
That's kind of the league norm.
Yeah, career 81% kicker. But the last 4 years he was 91.7, 100, 73.5, and 86.2.
Wow. He had 100 year in there.
16 for 16.
Jesus.
Yeah, and you know when it comes down to crunch time, I would trust him.
So 2 years ago, that was the kickoff game. That's when it was McPherson for Cincinnati and Mason Crosby, and they both had some missed kicks in there. But Mason Crosby overall, and you know
Yeah,
the
but
guy.
when he misses a couple kicks, you know the next week he's going to come back and bang 4 of them out.
and he's kicking in fucking shitty Lambeau weather.
Right.
He's the guy that we want in Cleveland.
Right.
God, go get him, man.
So the backups are in now.
I mean, just cut ties with this guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I mean, I know it's only his second year, but he was costing us games last year.
Yeah. No, so there's 3 games. The
Chargers
Chargers,
for sure, right?
the Chargers, and he kind of fucked the Jets game up.
The
if he
Jets
makes-
game, I was going to say that.
And then there was one other one. I can't think of it. I think it was another game at home. But even those 2, like, you go from 7 and 10 to 9 and 8.
Right.
They could have maybe even made the playoffs with those 2 wins.
Right.
And not to mention the bullshit call that we got against the Ravens when Amari hit that pass, the fucking go ahead error at the end.
Oh,
They called that
yeah.
push off.
Oh,
Hell, right there, you're 10 and 7, even with the shittiest defense I've ever seen.
right? And with Jacoby Brissett as your quarterback, which I have no qualms with.
No,
Kobe.
he played well.
Or Jacoby, I mean. Kobe.
No, he got a good ovation, I guess, at the stadium.
Yeah, but it looks like Sam Howell's going to be their guy.
Right.
I mean, Sam Howell's...
Baker Mayfield 2.0.
Yeah, well, to Sam Howell's credit, he only got that first start at the end of the season last year, but he has looked pretty good in preseason.
Right.
He has looked pretty good for them. So.
Well, he's not a little cocky bastard either.
That's true.
All right, well,
Speaking of Baker, so he got the starting job over
Brian
Kyle
Jordan.
Trask, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And, all right, so...
Default.
He has literally everything around him.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 superstar wide receivers, decent tight end, great offensive line,
Defense.
defense, running back, maybe not, but that offensive, they should be able to run the ball if they have to.
At the best.
But the thing is you have weapons. Go out.
At the best, I still feel like they're finishing third in that division. Is Atlanta beating them out? I mean, they have no.
Atlanta could be one of those teams that turns it around,
It could. I mean,
depending on the quarterback.
well,
play.
and they got Bijan Robinson too, so he's supposed to be a stud. They're a running team.
And so, New Orleans is probably winning that division, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're all in agreement on that, right?
Yeah.
They should. They
So
should.
Then basically, maybe, and I have no trust in Bryce Young, but
That's my
Carolina, they have a good roster, decent roster
Yeah.
for the NFC in that division.
And it's Frank Reich, and I really do like that guy, but still, you got a rookie quarterback.
Yeah,
and
that's
I don't care if he's
that's 6 to 8 wins at most.
yeah. And it could. I mean, you could
But
win
again,
that.
it's the NFC.
I don't.
So
I don't think that's going to be the division this year. That's going to be like it was last year, where you could basically win the division with a losing record.
no, New Orleans is going to win 10 or 11.
They should.
Yeah.
They should. Of course, the running back's out. He got his what was a 4-game suspension for
Kamara.
Kamara, yeah.
Nobody's talking about that though.
No.
No one's going to boycott those games.
Another reason why they wanted to go at Kareem Hunt. They wanted to go ahead and pick him up.
No, and I hope Kareem does well.
No, and that's fine, sure. But I agree with you. I think his tank's empty.
Yeah, I definitely don't want whoever number 20 is playing for us on Sundays though.
That guy might have just got
Can't
promoted.
even-
He might have just got promoted to fan, like at the fucking commercial break. That guy. You know what? Why don't we line him up, see if he can kick the ball? Here's your last chance.
All right.
Defensive side, you just saw number 57, Isaiah McGuire. Plays college ball down the road.
Ooh.
The problem with the kicking situation is, and how good teams are, the parity with teams is, you can almost guarantee that.
You're going to have 3 or 4 games come down to that.
Correct.
Or
I
at
was
least
going to say 1 or 2.
Well, I'm just not even at the end, probably 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But you're going to have games decided by whether you make or miss a kick in a game.
Right. Let alone make
Like
or
the
miss a
Jets
kick
game.
at the end of the game.
Right.
Not when I was saying 1 or 2. Those are definitely, and that could definitely, it could change your playoff possibilities and or your seeding in the playoffs if we're really dreaming of winning this division.
Right.
Which is really what you want to see.
Yeah, you want a home playoff game.
You're going to get a home playoff game if you win the division.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You want to win
But
the division.
it would be nice to be able to go ahead and carry that into the second round of the playoffs. And, yeah.
So you want to be. You would want to be at least the 3rd seed.
Right.
But yeah, 2nd seed would be nice. And for that, you're going to have to win 12 games.
Yeah. Damn. Wow. And, folks, we don't really know what Kansas City has out there. Siaki Ika, that's good.
It's both of our 2nd teams.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't hear what they said about the Kansas City. If that's their 2nd team, too. It looked like it was their 4th team out there in the 1st quarter. God.
What? Wow, say that name.
Right? Not on live TV. Look at Joe Thomas isn't even commentating. He's like,
Yeah, he just grabbed Rasheed Rice right there.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
neither one of the commentators pronouncing the name.
Big Ers.
Right.
It's a hard B.
I can't believe this guy's still in there, really.
Well, he's probably getting the whole first half.
Oh, I didn't know that. Samaje Perine went to Kansas City? Mm-hmm. Wow, I didn't know that. I must have missed that news.
Yeah, they said his name earlier.
Well, who's down now?
AJ Green. I mean, it doesn't look like anything.
He's all right. Quite honestly, I wouldn't have minded the Browns getting Samaje Perine.
Yeah, yeah.
He's definitely
That's one thing I'm surprised they didn't get in the offseason was like a tenured like number 2 back.
Right.
But again, I think they really believe in Jerome Ford. It just sucks that we can't fucking see him playing
Correct.
preseason.
His first 3 years spent at Miami University and Oxford, has played his last season of college ball at Kansas. Michelle to Moss, he goes up and gets it.
Damn.
That was a good throw.
Yeah.
That was a good
Good
throw,
throw,
good
good
jump.
catch.
Yep. Good timing.
Looking over Lorenzo Burns, uses the height and reach advantage.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Who?
Who? Yeah, it looked like fucking George Burns on that play. And that guy's dead. Yeah. I don't think I'd be fist pumping too much because I already threw 2 picks in the first quarter.
Right.
When they throw that back shoulder fade or that fade towards that back pylon, that's exactly what the Chiefs took advantage of, breaking down that leverage of Lorenzo Burns.
There's Butker again. Watch this, folks.
On for the PAT.
Man, look at that
Right
pretty
down the
ball.
fucking minute.
Look at that pretty ball. Just end over end. No skirmish on the ball.
Not
Yeah. We're not white knuckling a fucking extra point attempt. Oh, DTR coming into the game. Hey, we should talk about DTR a little bit. So, you know, everybody's all over him right now. Even last week, it was at the Philly game. I mean, even the announcers, and I brought it up to you too, was that
Did I not
the
say
announcers.
it should be QB2?
Yeah, the announcers were no. When I was watching it, they were talking about, yeah, he's definitely vying for that QB3 spot, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And
Yeah,
now the Browns proved it this week, with the trade of Dobbs going to Arizona. Once again, smart on Barry's part, trying to get some draft capital back.
And now they literally got the pick back that they traded for Zadarius Smith. So
Perfect.
they basically got him for free.
Perfect. Perfect. And then, so Kellen Mond's still on the roster. Probably going to be, I did see that this week,
He'll be
probably going to be on
practice
the
squad.
practice squad guy.
Maybe.
But we talked
your
about this,
emergency quarterback.
in our chat too. We probably should save this for halftime. It's probably a little bit longer conversation, but what are the Browns doing? What are they keeping on extra space? Of course, this game could determine it. I'd like to open up a kicker spot, obviously, but
yeah, something's got to be. I've never seen a kicker's ball do that every time. It's
Right.
always.
well, and even last year, he has a natural like a slice, like a left to right kind of deal, like when you hit
But
a
it
shitty
might
ball
just
in
be
golf.
Bojorquez. Like if it's Bojorquez, make fucking
Then
DTR
fucking make the change then.
Right.
Make the change. Have
Let-
somebody hold the ball.
Right. Get a wide receiver out there to do it.
Don't
Get
let
somebody.
Wilkins try to hold the ball. He can't fucking take a goddamn handoff, but somebody. Somebody has to be able to hold that ball on a
Just
snap.
Try it out. See if that's the issue.
And if you're not working at it,
Right.
and your scrimmages are, your
Get your Cleveland Browns single game tickets now for all the great matchups at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Visit clevelandbrowns.com/tickets or call 440.
Oh yeah, and I see your kindergarten finger paintings, and they suck. I'm sorry, baby.
Oh, there's a photo with Nick Chubb. Look at this guy behind her. Is that guy in a fucking Steelers jersey?
Oh, that's
God, what a
Ask
fucking
Brandon.
dick cheese. Some like showing up with a damn Steelers jersey.
dude. Ask Brandon. We go to fucking games, and
Oh
there's always
yeah,
some dickhead with a Steelers jersey.
Yo,
that's there.
you-
We're
well,
not
you
even
got-
playing the Steelers.
yeah. You got dickheads all over. Yeah. It reminds you like when you're going to a concert and like somebody has like some random fucking band that's not even playing.
Well, yeah, like I went to that Matchbox 20 concert, and somebody was like wearing a Megadeth shirt. I was like, I'm sure you're here because you want
Not
to be here.
not the genre. You obviously you bought the season pass to the fucking Blossom. Clipping. Oof. Is Bell making the team?
Yep.
Okay. Well, and with the injury on the kickoff, right? That's definitely he's probably going to make the team, right?
They're not going to cut him. his second.
Woods
year
isn't
third-round
making the
pick.
team, right?
Well, he's torn Achilles. He's going to be in the IR, so that saves you a roster spot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It'd be nice to get some information on Goodwin, though.
Yeah, I think he might be good for week 1. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, I Googled it all last week when we were talking about it, and I couldn't find any information at all. I mean, that was 2 or 3 days ago, but there's something. Speaking of DTR, here we go, baby. It'd be nice to just see him perpetuate what he's done so far. The 65% completion percentage is good. He was 13 for 25 against the Eagles. So,
to take over if something were to happen to their starting quarterback. That's not something you usually see out of a rookie, especially a guy.
check down. Kelly, nice setup. 15-yard gain, 15 plus. Like it. Here it is.
And I'm sure those blood clots didn't come back or come from the jab that he got.
We're not going to go there,
Yeah,
are
we're not
we?
going to talk about that. Yeah,
Well, how come nobody else had blood clots?
you probably don't know. I know someone else that just told me that their parents have, or one of their parents have blood clots, and it wasn't from cholesterol.
Who? Who's Peyton? Who's Jamitchell Peyton?
Tight end,
Okay.
ex-basketball player. Yeah, they don't have any. I thought I heard something, but I could definitely be wrong. I hope he's good because he's.
That was kind of a good catch and run right there. I mean,
No, they like him.
right.
He might like. I'm not a big Harrison Bryant fan.
No, but problem with Brian is, I mean, he's not getting yak. I mean,
Yeah, he's definitely possession, and he's not a great run blocker either. So it's like, why
well,
would
and
you-
he's in that season now. If you were going to be a great run blocker, it would have happened.
right.
I guess it kind of goes back to the whole thing with the NBA too. I don't understand. You know, when you get to this level, I don't understand how your free throw percentage is so bad.
Right.
I don't understand how you don't go into a gym every fucking morning and shoot 100 free throws from the stripe. I don't understand that at all.
Fuck,
It's
so
like the
shoot
same.
1,000.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing, but obviously Cade York's been doing it.
Right.
But they need to do it with some live action or something.
Yeah, these guys are some of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL right there. So obviously he's really stepped up the brilliant. But I think those stats don't tell the story. To me, the story for him is the leadership, the confidence, decision making, and what he did in that Hall of Fame game, taking his team down the field on that game-winning drive. I think he's just done everything that he's been asked of, and that's not what you usually see out of a rookie quarterback.
God, Jones is so fucking huge. It's like
He is.
Orlando
DeJuan
Pace
Jones.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is much better. Here you see him against the Jets in the Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna go burn one.
Great timing.
We don't got anybody in the chat.
Perfect. Yeah, let's do it. Commercial break, folks.
Commercial. And the
I'll watch this play.
video hasn't gone out yet, so I'm pretty sure that port's fucked. But
So that's the problem.
I'll just note with the audio in that one. We haven't had any issues with that.
Did you just say he has 4,000 career passes? It's a lot. Smith Marset lets it bounce over his head, and it trickles into the end zone. Chiefs will have a new quarterback. We'll tell you about him. And if he can work his way around that vaunted Browns defense.
Browns fans, are you ready for the ultimate sweepstakes of the 2023 football season? Get to your local Meijer or visit clevelandbrowns.com/avocados and register for your chance to win the Avo Browns 2023 Ford Lightning electric pickup truck, a VIP tour of cross-country mortgage campus, or a $1,000 Meijer gift card. Register now until October 16th for your chance to compete during halftime of the November 5th Browns game. Avocados from Peru, the official avocado of the Cleveland Browns.
Browns fans, joining our season ticket number waitlist has its benefits. From single game tickets priority to special stadium events and concert access, membership starts at just $100 per seat. Joining the waitlist is the first step in becoming a season ticket member and getting these special benefits. Visit clevelandbrowns.com/tickets for more information on the waitlist and your chance to be a part of the Browns' future.
The way he thinks about real estate, it's a holistic picture. He can connect dots better than anybody I've ever seen.
Terry really has been inspirational in doing some real cutting-edge projects in Northeast Ohio. He accepts all challenges.
When you're in a room with him, you're the only person that matters. I think Terry approaches not just his business that way, but I think he approaches his family and every aspect of life that way.
Terry is certainly one of the very best of all the real estate brokers.
I just
that
hope
deal
maybe
on a
somebody was
global
not
basis.
live for more comments.
There's no retailer anywhere that will beat our Labor Day average savings. We guarantee that. For life, right now at Levin, take an extra 25% off every Sealy Posturepedic Server and Ultra Premium Grand Legacy Hybrid and get the Box Spring free. Our best savings ever on Tempur-Pedic Purple and Simmons Beauty Rest Black. Plus 0% interest up to 5 years. Rest test of Beauty Rest and interview and free groceries and gas for a year. Levin is a proud sponsor of the Cleveland Browns.
Browns with a pair of offensive touchdowns, a pick six as well. They have a 22-10 lead over the Kansas City Chiefs midway through the second. Time now for Browns trivia presented by Snapple. Ridiculously flavorful. All right, Joe, when's the last time the Browns defeated the defending Super Bowl champs in the regular season? Don't answer it now.
Okay, all right.
Do you think you have it out?
Hold fire. I do. One of my favorite games in my career, 2000. Just a little hint, just a few breadcrumbs out there, in case the fans have no idea. I don't know if I'm right. I'm just speculating.
Shelby Harris drags down Prince after a couple. I mean, you were trying to give it away.
No, I wasn't giving it away. I was just giving some hints.
You must be
clues.
You must be great on game night.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
a lot of fun.
really?
I don't know any.
Hold on, let me give you the answer.
No, I don't know any answer, so you don't have to worry about me spoiling it for anybody.
I just leave some breadcrumbs. Yes,
Is that because you knew it and they
I came out
Browns
with the
fans
question.
were, or because you
Yes.
were on
Ooh.
Blaine
Blaine
Gabbert? Good God. Is that guy? I didn't know that guy was still in the league.
That happened right in front of Caleb Bigger, actually AJ Green.
AJ Green was banged up a little bit earlier in the game. Good to see him back out there in coverage, making the tackle.
Ugh.
Injuries here in the first quarter, so good to see some of these guys coming back in this game. Apparently no worse for the wear.
AJ Green entrenched as that fourth cornerback behind Ward, Emerson, Newsom. That's a deep secondary, folks.
All right, who we got in the chat?
Prince takes the handoff, and Isaiah McGuire welcome back to Joey State.
Tony Fields out there.
Yep. See, Akiika's still out there. AJ Green's still out there.
On the backside of that little zone run.
He's definitely solid depth there at corner.
Right.
What makes it special, right? You got these defensive ends that line up wide over the tight ends, and they
McGuire, that was our draft pick out of Mizzou, right?
Yep.
give them a chance to get things working.
Probably not making the team.
That's what you love seeing about
You think?
I just, it's hard for me to imagine them drafting someone and them not make the team. But there's a first for everything.
Right.
Gabbert has it to
Ooh,
Nice.
He about had a pick.
Well, it is Blaine Gabbert, so.
Right.
the guy who was slowed by
I mean, our second team defense should be getting 2 picks off of this guy easy. There's a fucking chokehold there. It should have been a flag.
Right? Is it Myles Garrett?
No,
'Cause they won't fucking throw anything on for him.
right? It was on Adams there. That's why they're probably showing him on the replay.
Ace Bubba Ventrone, you just had to have him here. Doing some things on defense there to try to make a
How about Tommy Togiai? We letting him roll?
He's played well in the preseason, but yeah, wow.
That guy just got cut.
Right.
Look at Watson. He's like, yeah.
Jackass.
I love the Chiefs Kingdom backdrop with him dropping the fucking wide open pass. Love it.
Kingdom.
Gabbert's like, Jesus.
Is that Anthony Schwartz?
Right?
Yeah, 22 first quarter points.
Well, it'll be good to see DTR come back out here. They were stunting like a blitz there. Only one guy really came. It looked like they were going to bring at least 8.
Right.
But really only brought one.
Dave told me you got some kind of great system for betting that really works. That's true. What is it? Is it like home dogs? No. It's Birdmaster.
No, I just use FanDuel's responsible gaming tools like time and spending limits to
There you are, Sean.
Yep, FanDuel responsible gaming tools. I turned those off immediately because I don't need that kind of negativity in my gambling.
No. Start putting down percentages of the mortgage.
Right?
Yeah. Need those assholes to come clean my basement.
Who was it? Servpro?
There's a way for you to support your Cleveland Browns with the help of your favorite four-legged companion.
Having my fantasy draft immediately after this, by the way. A fantasy live draft.
Membership allows fans to connect their furry family members.
Be interesting. I mean, it's always fun, always a great time. I love having the actual live draft versus, a lot of people do it online, but it is nice having a live draft.
Right.
Or on the Browns mobile app. Become a member today. Browns Barking Bears, the fan club for dogs.
I mean, Justin Jefferson's going 1 or 2. Jamar Chase top 5. McCaffrey top 5, I'm sure.
Which still baffles me because it's not like that dude doesn't have all the injury history.
Yeah. I mean, but when you put up, definitely 3 touchdowns last year on 3 different, he had a game where he had a receiving touchdown, a running touchdown,
And a throwing
a
touchdown.
throwing touchdown. Yeah, I mean, that's like PPR or fantasy gold right there.
Right.
Okay, back to the game. DTR running back out of the shotgun. Felton out wide, out of the backfield.
It's like, is that Watkins in the slot?
I hope so. They were talking about Austin Watkins a minute ago. Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh, so Cedric Tillman, that was an errant ball. That wasn't a good throw.
No.
But I do want to talk about Tillman a little bit. My feeling is, and just watching him, it's just like I had flashes in the last game. I think that he's like the Jarvis Landry type.
I think he's more DPJ.
Yeah. Well, and that's the reason why you drafted him. We talked about that. But
Ooh.
nice. That'll work. What is that? Their turnover chain?
Yeah.
Nice.
Looks like he's having fun.
Yep.
Got a ring. Hopefully he gets one here.
We have a separate chain. It's the L chain for Cade York.
Oh. Little hit after the whistle.
God, ABC 5 and the fucking shitty audio there.
Right.
Sounds like us trying to queue up.
All right, going 5 wide.
More spread. Whoa. It was hard to see if that was like a missed throw there or...
It was definitely high.
Right.
That kind of coverage, you want to hit them more lower body so they can get it away from the defender.
Maybe you could hold the fucking place kicks.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, he's got a quarterback number.
Right?
Damn.
Stayed in there though. Made a check down throw. It's all right.
It almost looked like a screenplay.
Like it was broken up.
Stefanski is definitely mad about something.
When you see the pepper part turn all white like Zeus, you know that's an issue.
Right. Damn, he's got a boot.
Yeah, he does. Great punter.
Right. Rip that ball out. Well, it's good to see Hickman out there playing special teams too.
Yep,
If he
I
can-
like that.
If he can do that, he's going to make the roster. I like him.
Hell, that was probably the easiest pick he's had in a while.
Right.
I love you.
Was Blaine Gabbert the one said if he wasn't playing, he'd be a construction worker ripping cigs?
I don't know. That sounds like something Jay Cutler would say.
Right.
Hickman needs to go back to the red dreads, man. That way I can pick him out.
Right. No, that's Harrison.
Oh, Harrison. Yeah, you're right. Damn
Wonder
it.
where he's at now.
I don't know. It's an H.
And they wore 30. He wore 33 too. I'll give you that.
Okay, well, thank you. Oof. George Blanton?
Eyes the pappy.
Wrong color.
One of the illegal formation things. That's what that was.
I didn't even see the yellow hanky on the field. Otherwise, I would have given him his space and airtime. But
Yeah, there's Toge out there.
Togiai?
93.
Mm-hmm.
who's going to be able to make the team?
Definitely playing for a roster spot. I don't think he makes it.
That's my feeling, because Is this his third season?
Second.
Is it second? All right.
Togiai, who's had a good camp. Tristan Hill, former second-round pick of the Cowboys, in as well. There's a
Damn. Too much time.
set is into Cleveland territory, and he's excited about it.
Brown's not able to get much of anything as far as pass rush goes, and Chiefs are running a dig route towards the Browns sideline. Pretty easy pitch and catch. Not
Well, and you really feel like they're talking about pressure. Of course, I mean, you hope that you don't have any devastating injuries now on that defensive front.
Well, I mean, they got guys that are trying to make the roster out there right now.
Right. I mean, you're not feeling real good about that. No, I'm saying with our starters.
What do you mean?
Well, we were getting all kinds of pressure, in the first quarter.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just made it, just talked about, hey, they're not getting much pressure. Just like you said, too much time to try to pick the defense apart. That's what I'm saying. You hope you don't take some kind of devastating injury on our starters.
Right. And that 43, he should make the
Diabate,
roster.
what's his name? Diabate?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Diabate. Muhammad.
Mahmoud.
Mahmoud. Oh, it's Mahmoud. Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Okay, Mahmoud. All right. It's the most common name there is. Read a book.
Read a fucking book.
Okay, McLovin.
That's just the name? There's no first name? What was
Just-
between that and Muhammad?
You're the 26-year-old organ donor from Honolulu. Why would you make yourself 26? Well, it's a fake ID. You don't think everybody makes themselves 21? It's called strategy, idiot.
Read a book.
Read a book.
Need a beer?
Yes, I am going to have a beer. I'm going to go against the... I'm just going to start putting my...
Oh, just start making a mess?
Yeah. I think maybe we should just go and do some Brian Jordan nominees at the half. Oh, so good.
I'd say
So
based
good.
on the last conversation,
Sweet
Caroline.
Caroline. Good times never seem so good.
So good.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank
Which
opens
lighter
doors.
Whatever you
About to eat this fucking cake, though.
Is that cheesecake?
Yeah, I have to watch many
Yeah,
of
it
them.
looks like
It's not your best plan. Do you know what it is? My plan from Verizon. Switch now to get the NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV on them. It's amazing.
Once I eat, then I'm going to be dead to the world. I'm better if I just go ahead and keep mixing caffeine with alcohol.
For a limited time, get the NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV on us. A $440
Oh, which, oh yeah.
plus caffeine sales and Galaxy Z Flip 5.
Yeah, caffeine chaser.
Rank new winners of Pella was simple.
Make my own little Four Locos mix.
Fucking die?
Our dedicated Pella advisor was a godsend.
That's probably the one Anita brought over here, wasn't it? Is that from the party?
I have no clue.
Hopefully it's still good.
Well, it's about to get destroyed, so hopefully you weren't looking forward to
If
this, Dad.
If it's not looking good, or if it's not good, we're gonna let us know real quick.
Schedule a free in-home consultation for details.
So good, so good.
Definitely good. I haven't eaten anything today, so
Me neither.
have you been watching Stroud?
I have not. I have not watched any of that. The first preseason game was really bad. The offensive line's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna have a rough one.
Yeah, he's probably the Justin Fields 2.0 coming out of Ohio State. Not that kind of rushing type quarterback, but I mean with a club that generally gives zero fucks about an offensive line.
First game next Saturday. Practice has been lights out, though, let me tell you.
And likes to trade DeAndre Hopkins for a second-round pick and a 28-year-old running
Right,
back.
and a fucking sack of potatoes. Jesus. So, breaking news: Josh Jacobs and Raiders reach one-year deal worth up to $12 million. So I assume that's with incentives. This could have really something implications on Jonathan Taylor too,
Right.
because really basically almost the same age.
Well, you know, there's only like 3 running backs. Nice.
Nice. It's nice to see him get home on that. It is Blaine Gabbert though. Siaki Ika in there.
Boom. Big boy. There's Hurst. I think he's definitely making the roster. Damn.
He just bull rushed him. He just pushed his ass back into Gabbert. Look at that.
Hell yeah. Get moving.
Definitely like the use of hands there too, just shoving him off.
High five.
Yeah. I'm Samoan.
High five. High five.
Right.
Freak. But yeah, like the NFL nowadays, there's like 3 or 4 running backs that are going to get paid. Like Nick Chubb, I think his is like, what, 12 or 13 mil a year?
Which actually, in hindsight, you know, with the temperature of the room in the NFL, you know, this year, even in the offseason, what they've had, you know, as far as Dalvin Cook and, you know, and Ezekiel Elliott, yeah, Nick Chubb's contract to probably Nick Chubb and his agent looks a lot better. You know, everybody's talking about Nick Chubb. They're basically taking one for the team there.
Uh-huh.
But now it's like, well, you're actually maybe average or above average, you know,
Oh,
as
yeah,
far
for
as your
sure.
pay. So,
For sure.
and, you know, and definitely something you want to do for Nick Chubb is when you're talking about, yeah, get him another back and take the heat off. The spread offense is going to help.
Right.
Jesus, that's bad tackling
Wow.
there. That's horrible. There's
Holding.
like, oh, okay, well, that'll
I
help.
think.
That fucking ref is ripped. Jesus.
Is that Hockley's kid?
Yeah, right?
It looks like him.
Could be.
Wow.
Well, and that's why this is the second team, too.
Right.
Probably something else we didn't really talk about in that first quarter was the lack of penalties on us, you know,
Right.
which is great. That right there lets you know that you're going to have, you know, Jim Schwartz in the house, more discipline that Joe Woods didn't have, which is
Right.
basically where his demise started.
And you haven't seen Jed Wills have 13 false start penalties.
And that's, yes, true. Well, and that guy's what? Is he on a 5th-year deal? Or he wants to get paid too, right?
Well, they accepted the 5th-year option, which means he'll be here next year.
Okay.
Under the 5th-year option.
Under the 5th-year option. But basically, it's just a tryout for him.
It's like basically a contract year.
Right.
Yeah, talk about ripped. It's fucking Joe Thomas.
Right.
Jesus. What the hell does he even do anymore? Other than like preseason games. Not Joe Thomas, but the other guy.
Bob Golick, Jr.
Wasn't he on the Man Show?
I don't know. Was he?
I think so.
Who the hell is that guy?
What the hell is his name? Anybody in the chat want to help us out with that?
Anybody in the chat?
Says one,
All right, probably me again.
probably. Dad.
All right, here we go. Goal line situation.
Dad called.
Well, what's the score?
22-16 Browns.
22-15.
16.
16, yeah.
Fucking death.
Is Tom out there with you?
No, he's gone.
Oh, he left? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Guy on couch.
Deshaun looked good. He threw a touchdown.
All right, man. I missed it.
We got
I missed it.
our first team defense had a pick six too.
Two interceptions in the
Yeah,
first quarter.
2 interceptions in the first quarter. We're up 22-3, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
First team was up 22-3.
I might miss it.
Yeah, you are.
Well, it doesn't matter at this point because like the second, third stringers are in.
Yeah. Right. That's why you called me. Don't know that I'm on fucking stream.
And I can't operate ESPN or Google. Joe Thomas with the obvious. Did you hear what he just said? You know what Cade York needs here is a healthy dose of made field goals in this game.
Right.
Thanks, Joe. Jesus. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we just get down there and start just down in the ball. Make Cade York make kicks. Live action. Get it out of his head. Oh, Kellen Mond was waived Thursday. I thought I heard that he was still on the team.
I thought so.
That's what they just said. So that means we do have two quarterbacks right now. Watson and DTR. So then we're going to have to we're going to talk about that at the half.
Well, they'll put Mond on the practice squad, and then you can have a.
But still freeing up a roster spot.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to put your QB on your 53, but you can use it on game day.
Yep, Thomas. I was about to say the same thing. I mean, it's fantastic. You go out there and you get a guy, especially in the 6th round with DTR, and he looks like Deshaun Watson.
He looks like the best quarterback in the
Light.
draft.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. For the whole preseason.
Right.
Oh, by the way, your boy Bryce Young threw his first touchdown pass the other day.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's awesome. Oh.
Oof.
Oh, get up, buddy. Who?
I meant a who?
Uh-huh. God, DeJuan Jones is just like, Jesus.
Right? God.
Looks like a fucking barn out there. There's Bond right there.
There's Mond. Yeah, they must have re-signed him or whatever.
Well, they just said it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Watkins? Or no, it's Tillman. Damn. I just like how fearless he is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he doesn't look like a rookie out there. That's why I've been in favor of him being QB2 since week 2 of the preseason.
Well, and as far as being fearless, you should be. And you're trying to make the fucking roster too. It's like him throwing body blocks.
Right.
You want to see that. Now, you hope that continues. It's still a big ask to come in as a rookie QB to be QB2 if something would happen to Watson. But
just don't think Dobbs is any better than
oh,
him.
no. I agree with you. But
I mean, yeah, if he has to play, he's going to make mistakes, but it is what it is.
how are they going to get in Cade York range?
They already are.
What? Or are they inside the end zone?
I mean, lengthwise they are. Accuracy-wise, who knows where that's at?
Right. Yeah, we're not worried about like latitude. We're worried about longitude for Cade York at this point. It's east. We're worried about east to west accuracy,
Right.
not north south.
Stay on the right hash.
Right. Laces out, Cade.
Laces out, Dan.
Fucking Boroquez. That's a long fucking field goal though for anybody.
Yeah, that's 67. But I'd still make him kick it. Go out there and fucking.
That would be awesome. Oh yeah, I would too. Oof. It would be awesome to let him to line him up on a fucking Justin Tucker kick.
Right.
And say, okay, make this.
That's
you
basically
asshole.
what this is.
They gonna send him?
I doubt it. Damn. I wish they would have got a few more yards. So
Right?
They could have fucking. Oh. Ooh.
Well, Thomas, I think that he just wanted to get rid of the fucking ball regardless of what was the outcome of the play. Oof. Boroquez there, you definitely want like a checkup ball.
It looks like they're going to make a run at it. Yep.
Oh, yeah! Touchdown, Brown!
2 pick sixes in one half. Is that AJ? No, that's 39. Who is that?
Biggers.
Oh, Biggers.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Hell yeah.
A little bit, Joe? Yeah, it was a lot behind. That's Blaine Gabbert. He was supposed to be on the outside corner. It went on the inside hip.
You assholes better not cut me.
Yeah. Well, that fucking.
Oh, God. That wasn't bad.
Oh. Oh, I thought he was talking about Cade York making a field goal.
How about that?
Oh, he got the turnover chain, the rawhide bone chain. I like that. That would be the Cleveland Browns organization trying to sell more fucking props in the stadium. You dumbass. Which is smart.
Right.
Plus, you could sell them at all the Flying J's throughout the country. As novelty items.
Tell the FBI raids it.
So at halftime, we're going to have what? Mike, just go ahead and do our Crying Jordan nominee, and then we're going to have, what, a little breakdown of the who we're keeping, who's not making it.
Yep, we'll do our own 53-man roster breakdown, what we predict. But we got 28 seconds left here, so I'm going to go be a degenerate and burn one. So we'll be right back.
Going to go on the PP fence.
And the PP fence.
And they're down it now.
Yeah, they just downed it.
How are you down it in preseason? How's that happening?
But Kevin Stefanski, his crew,
Oh, I know how it happens.
4 picks and 2 picks. Defense with a couple of scores. Aditi's working her way toward defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz. In fact, she has found him. Let's see how happy he is. Aditi?
Well, Chris Rose is saying that you're supposed to be happy. Your first team defense gives you 2 turnovers, a pick six. Your backup gives you a pick six.
Yeah, I mean, that's no way to play football, though. I mean, you know, we can't make a big play and then give up a big play. You know, particularly after our, you know, frontline players went out. We need to see a lot more from those guys that are competing for the bottom of the roster and, you know, for everything else. They need to go out and play better in the second half.
Okay, but what about your frontline players? Adarius tells us it's like playing with his seatbelts off. JOK says you can play free. Is that how you want guys describing your defense, and are they there yet?
Well, yeah, but that's stuff we talked about, sure. We want them to play fast. We want them to play physical. We want them to have some personality. You know, so, yeah, it's good to hear guys say that. But it's not about talk. It's about what you do out in the field. And I think both of those guys went out and backed it up on the field.
Anything quick to pay attention to in the second half?
All right, so let's go ahead and get into our little bit of halftime programming.
Yeah.
Do we want to go ahead and lead off with the Crying Jordan nominees this week? Do you even have one? Do you have one lined up or no? We could definitely throw mine out there. So I think you have. You want to go? Did you want to bring it down from the chat? I didn't know if you did or not. But go ahead, and I'll give you some time. That's all right. Yeah, let's. Well, it don't matter. We can start off with our 53-man positional groups, whatever you want to do.
What do you want me to put up?
Well, I don't want to blow it, but
the picture or the video?
Let's do both. If we can go ahead and get that in there.
Is there a picture?
Yeah, there was one I stole there.
I hate this computer so much. And I swear to God, Sean, if you keep showing that gum in the fucking All right, well, go ahead with your Crying Jordan for the week there.
All right. So, Crying Jordan nominees for the week halftime stream here. I'm going to, well, let's preface this first. I'm going to go ahead and nominate Kevin Hart. So, just yesterday, the day before, and we have the footage of this, not the actual 40-yard dash, but apparently he challenged a friend of his, Stephen Ridley, used to be NFL running back, to a 40-yard dash challenge. Number one, Kevin Hart's 44, Ridley's 34. Ex-NFL running back to a 40-yard dash. Don't know exactly what happened, but Kevin Hart ended up in a wheelchair after the amazing race. Kevin Hart 5'2", Ridley like 5'10". That alone, even on top of the age difference, on top of the fact that Ridley's basically a world-class athlete. So then Kevin Hart came out with this explanation after the 40-yard dash meetup.
Ladies and gentlemen, the age 40 is real. To all my men, women out there that are 40 years old and above, it's not a game. Respect that age. Respect that age. Or that age will make you respect it. I was just forced to respect it. This is just a public service announcement because I know people may see me out. And I don't want you to be alarmed, but I'm in a wheelchair. Yeah.
Love the part
I'm in a wheelchair. Why? Well, because I tried to jump out there and do some young stuff. Try to go out there and do some young man stuff, and I was told to sit my ass
He's just trying
down.
to get out in front of the whole
Shouts
thing.
out to Stephen Wiley. I'm going to go and put this story out there before you do. Me and Stephen, we got into a little debate. This debate was based off of who was faster. Those that know me know I'm pretty fast. Stephen said, Kev, ain't no way you're going to beat me. Stephen is an ex-NFL running back, played for the New England Patriots. Very good guy. I said, Steve, you can bet it. He said, bet. I said, bet. We get out there, we go run the 40-yard dash.
Not Kevin Hart.
40-yard dash. Guys, I blew all my shit. Tore my lower abdomen. My abductors are torn. I don't even know what that is, but I tore them. I tore those too. I can't walk. Sit my ass down. This is 44. Tell you what you just lost, son. You just lost every opportunity of me going to racing you anytime soon. It's over. Kenneth, it's over. Sit down. What are we competing for at this age? Why are we like? What am I doing? Why did I even race?
We can clip it.
Stupidest ever. Now I can't walk because I'm somewhere trying to get the title of the fastest at the barbecue. What was I thinking, son? God, got to be the stupidest man
what I
alive.
should have done is photoshopped in.
It is what it is,
Brian
man.
Jordan picture, like,
This is life.
like a yard.
You know, I'm out. I got about 6 to 8.
Show like the 5 foot mark.
I blew my
like right next to him right here.
Well,
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, so Kevin Hart definitely getting the crying Jordan, the sports related 40-yard dash against an ex-NFL running back. All right, so we're going to talk about our 53-man roster for the Browns. I don't know, Ryan, you can bring this up. I know it's on clevelandbrowns.com. We can just kind of go through it. Of course, now we know that DTR is going to be the QB2 to Deshaun Watson. It'll be interesting. We've kind of talked about this early in the week privately, what we think is going to happen, what we think should happen. Of course, there's things that could happen also with the Jonathan Taylor situation that, once again, it could be a pipe dream there.
I think that's low probability, but
it could, yeah.
I think it would be.
But you definitely be pumped if it happened.
Advantageous.
It would definitely be happening.
Aaron
Could be the
Donald.
best. Aaron Donald, yeah.
That defensive line would be nuts.
Of course, according to this game right now, I don't know if Aaron Donald's necessary.
Necessary?
At least necessary? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, necessary? Probably not, but
definitely.
You would never have to blitz.
Right. Well, and also definitely showcasing what the Browns are right now without him, making a case to Aaron Donald, and Juan Thornhill go ahead and doing his thing.
Right.
Definitely make a case for Aaron Donald, maybe I should just go ahead and jump on this train and
let it ride.
Yeah, let it ride, man.
I know Deshaun was 5 of 10, but like you said, there's some throwaways.
There's a couple throwaways.
And again, this isn't the real offense that you're going to see. Like Nick Chubb's not out there. You're going to have a lot better play action with that.
And you're going to have and he did have a couple bad passes in the first, in that first quarter. So we admitted it.
Right. I mean, the one was a little low, and that's a sideline throw. I think that you're going to have that every now and again. And they got Andrew Berry up there, nice.
I thought that was Usher.
But even the best quarterbacks, they go 5 for 10 in spurts.
Right.
And I'm sure he'll go 5 for 10 and then go 7 for 8 the next fucking 8 throws.
Could be.
But with the 53, so we'll start here at center. This is the list that we got here.
Sure.
We have Nick Harris, Pokich, and Luke Whippler from Ohio State.
Right.
To me, I think what they're going to do in that spot is you're going to have Pokich obviously starting, and they're going to have Whippler backing him up. Nick Harris is on the last year of his deal. I think he's played well enough in the preseason here to maybe you get a 6th or 7th round pick out of him.
Okay, so you think he's out?
Yeah.
Nick Harris is out. Okay. I kind of agree with you on that, too. I need to beer myself. You too?
Might as well.
All right. Go ahead, though, Ryan. Keep on. Let's go position groups.
Okay. And at guard, you obviously have Bitonio and Teller, who are your 2 stalwarts there. You have Drew Forbes, who can never stay healthy, Colby Gossett, Wes Martin, and Michael Dunn. I think what they're going to do there.
Dunn, Stan.
You're going to have Dunn as your guard.
Okay.
To play both spots there.
Okay.
And he could play a little center too if need be. I think, and I don't think you're going to keep a 4th guard. Then you move to tackle. You have Conklin, Hudson, DeJuan Jones, and Jedrick Wills. I think that's going to be your 4. You're going to have Hudson's basically going to be probably your backup left tackle. Jones is going to be your right tackle. But I think as it moves forward, Jones is probably going to be your swing tackle.
Okay.
And Hudson's going to be your emergency guy there.
Okay. All right.
So that's 9.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Well, we won't write it down. We just kind of try to keep a running tally. So there's 9, right? And what are we thinking? Are we going to go heavy on offense with the extra man, or are we going to go on defense?
I think it's going to be offense.
Okay.
Because you're going to want to keep weapons for Deshaun.
Right.
You don't want to let any of these wide receivers go like Watkins. Like we'll go through the wide receivers right now, and obviously quarterbacks you're going to keep Watson and DTR on your 53.
So there's 11, right? There's 11
There's
there
11.
with those two. And then do we want to go running backs?
Sure.
Of course, Chubb's 12. Ford's going to be 13, right?
Yep.
And then Felton's 15. We keeping him with that group?
I think so.
Okay, so there's 15.
And then wide receiver, you're going to have, to me, you're going to have Bell, Cooper. The Goodwin thing is still up in the air, but Bell, Cooper, and Grant's probably not going to be there. So you're going to have Moore, DPJ, Cedric Tillman, Watkins, and I would think Goodwin would be there. And now it kind of opens up something, though, with Grant being hurt.
Right. That just happened in this game.
Yeah.
But you're at 7 there, so
No.
you're at 22, right?
You're at 6.
Were you at 6?
Cooper.
21?
Cooper, Moore, DPJ, Tillman, Watkins, and
Bell.
That's 6. So I think you would probably want to keep a 7th, which would be either Harley Jr. or
No Schwartz.
Harley Jr. or Jalen Darden. They like him. He's a speedy guy. So I think that's going to be, you're going to have 7 wide receivers.
That's 7, though, not 8.
No.
Which we were talking about.
Well,
before.
and I said 8 because of Grant, because he's your returner.
Right. And we don't, word's out on Grant right now. We don't know what's happening. He got
went
carted
on a
off the
stretcher,
field.
Yeah. Or
So
not a stretcher, but a cart.
So there's 22. Let's say we go ahead and with 7.
Well, then you have tight end. You're gonna
Yeah, that's right.
You're going to have 22, then 23, Njoku, Akins,
Bryant.
and Bryant, probably. That last tight end spot, I like Mitchell Payton more, but it probably will be Bryant, just the way it is. So
Right.
there's 25, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So then you're going to have 3 of your special teams, holder, punter, kicker. So you're at 28. So to make the 53, you'll have 25 on defense.
Okay.
So then at that point, I think deep cornerbacks, I think they're going to go Emerson, A.J. Green, Cameron Mitchell, Newsome, Ward, and probably Mike Ford. So there's 6.
Okay.
And then at safety, there we are. You're going to have Grant Delpit, Hickman, McLeod, Thornhill, and maybe Bell, because he's kind of a special teams guy, so there's 5.
But he could be that special teams keeper, though, too,
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Right.
So there's 5. Cornerbacks, we had 7, there's 12, right?
Okay.
Or was it 6? At Emerson, Ford, Green, Mitchell, Newsome, Ward, 6. So let's say 11 with DBs.
Linebacker core.
Linebacker, I think you're going to go with Diabate, Kanasic, JOK, Taki, Walker, and Fields. I think you're probably going to have 6 there. Could be 5, but I think you're probably good with 6. That's 17.
That's 17. And we said 25, right? So is that giving us 8 on the DL?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're going to go Harris, Hurst, Ika, Tomlinson, and all right. Tomlinson, Ika, Hurst, Harris in the middle, and then you'll have Zadarius Smith, Obo,
Miles,
probably McGuire, since he's drafted.
That's kind of the wild card there, I think.
And then probably it's either going to be Isaiah Thomas or Wright, but they're hurt, so I don't know how that's going to work out. So I think that's your roster.
So I mean, McGuire, and then you said on the back end, if you're keeping that, and that's if in everything right now with what happened in the early part of this game.
You're either doing 5 safeties or 4 safeties, and then you can put another one on the
Right.
defensive line, which that's probably going to be their go-to. It just kind of all depends on what they need on special teams.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
No
you're gonna need
chance.
gunners.
No chance you're going to keep an extra linebacker.
Well, I even put 6 in there.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
so-
Yeah, you did.
So and they could even go 5, honestly. But I think they like Fields. He was a draft pick last year, but he could be one that's on the men too. So it's just there's a couple of spots at the end of the roster, but everything starting wise is locked up.
Right.
This isn't 2015 where we don't know who's going to start at right
Right.
guard.
Correct.
Ooh.
Well, and what happened at the beginning of this game is definitely that's kind of a flip of the coin. I mean, what are you going to do?
What do you mean
We
with
don't
the-
know how bad the injury is.
When you're leaving on a cart,
It's not good.
no.
And you said that was his second Achilles injury?
If that's what it was,
Right.
He
It
blew
didn't
his
look good. It was either Achilles or it was
ankle or
ACL.
something.
I
yeah.
mean, they had a full leg deal in there. Definitely pissed off.
Well, and if it was the Achilles, I'm pretty sure that it was the right one that he did. So and that was his right leg that was fucked. So, God, your first return. He never even returned one in preseason last year. He was
Right.
hurt in camp.
Definitely reminds you of Harris last year getting hurt in that first game too.
But-
so
Harris at least got to play some in the regular season.
Right.
The year before.
right. And,
And in
Cade,
2020.
they're showing Cade York again. I don't know why. He's
No.
not kicking a 90-yarder.
Right.
All right, Barquez, he's got to come out and punt.
Yeah, second string offense does not look good.
It hasn't. DTR definitely coming back to reality a little bit here.
Well, I mean, they were first and 20. He made a good throw on second down.
He
or
did.
First down.
He did.
When you get that far behind the sticks, it's kind of hard to.
It is. Even on the starter.
Yeah. Damn.
Why would you touch that ball?
Right?
That was really dumb.
That was a fucking boot, though.
It was. I mean, he's got a leg. I mean, he holds place kicks with like 2 fingers, I guess, though. Maybe he only has 2 fingers. I actually kind of would have wanted to hear that conversation with Barry and Joe Thomas, but probably not a lot that's going to be telling. We're going to go in the last week before NFL starts up. So, Andrew Barry, definitely impressed with him. He seems like he's always looking ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it be, Dobbs going to Arizona this week, Tillman to replace DPJ in the contract he's probably going to want, trying to get draft capital back,
Well, and
trying to relieve.
I still don't think that's that. I think DPJ is going to be your next guy they pay. I don't think they're going to get. I think Amari's gone.
Okay, well, okay.
So you're going to have.
Is he in his last year then?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
I didn't know. I know they restructured him right away, correct?
Yeah. But I think he's 30 now. So I don't think they're going to want to give him another deal.
Yes. Not a great time to bring this up, but I'm going to bring this up. What does it say? Because he restructured, but it was still a pretty hefty contract, right? Jerry Jones and Dallas Cowboys obviously overpaying him.
Well, actually, he's got another year after this year.
Okay.
I still don't think they're going to let DPJ walk.
I think it's going to come down to the money he's asking for, right?
Well, yeah, but like, how much money can you ask for if you're going to not be the number one?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like, as running backs go down, the wide receivers have to go up. So I would think there'd be an influx of salary for even a number 2, right? I mean, he's not going to be another team's number 1. He's going to want to try to ball out like that, which we want that.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah, you want to have that problem. I don't know. You draft him. I just feel like they're going to get a good deal with him. It's going to be 15 mil around that area, 15 to 20. But the cap keeps going up, so you got to put that in mind too.
Well, and the only thing you worry about on contract anymore is the guaranteed part of the contract, right?
Yeah, but guaranteed money is easier on the cap. I'm pretty sure. The fucking Chad Henne?
Is that him?
No, that's still Gabbert.
Oh God.
Talk about living the dream, though. Blaine Gabbert, first overall pick. He's probably got 40 mil in the bank. Now you just got to go to work every day, and he's probably making, vet minimum, which is probably 3.5, 4 mil.
I didn't know if you want to get into this. Of course, Netflix releasing a new docuseries this last week, too. I watched it all over a couple nights. I kept falling asleep. But the 2006 to 2009, somewhere, Swamp Kings, the Untold series. I do like the fact that Netflix is putting this out there, trying to compete with the 30 for 30s with the ESPN.
And they're usually good.
They are really good.
What I heard about the Florida shit is it's basically a fluff piece for.
It is, and I even posted that to you. I agree with that.
So much shit that they could have undug there.
Yeah, they could have really.
Because they're even the ones that did the Aaron Hernandez documentary.
Yes.
So they had all the fucking.
They had all the information.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of. Not that I wouldn't take Urban Meyer back right now. I would take him back without any problem, as far as the kicker. This isn't a shot on Ryan Day, but, Urban's definitely, he can recruit, right? So the whole thing with Harbaugh and him, and I hate to admit it, talking about how Ryan Day started on third base, there's probably some truth to that. Okay. Now, Ryan Day can right his ship. You go out.
Got to beat Michigan this year.
You got to beat Michigan. You at least have to beat Michigan.
Right.
Even though, should we have beat Georgia? Yeah, that should have been our game.
Yeah.
And then we would have faced TCU in the national title.
Well, it would have been an easy one.
Yeah, just like it was for Georgia. And
Right.
let's not, forget the fact that, Michigan still fucking choked TCU. And
Right.
J.J. McCarthy with 2 fucking pick sixes in that game. He's not that guy. I am going to burn at that stake.
He's
not
still the best
guy.
quarterback they've had in the last.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
20 years.
Maybe since Harbaugh. I don't know.
Well, probably since Henne.
Yeah.
And even he was winless against Ohio State.
Right.
But he was a good college quarterback.
But he's not the guy. He's.
But he's got tools like he.
Oh, he has tools. So Michigan's returning their offensive line, and then Blake Corum decided to go ahead and come back. So they're going to have the 1-2 punch.
Right.
The offensive line that's going to wear defensive down. I mean, they should. I mean, it's not national title or bust for Jim Harbaugh, but I think he has to, number one, he has to beat Ohio State again. And then he has to win the Big Ten. So, and Penn State is kind of an up-and-comer.
They're creeping up there.
They're creeping up there. They've got, their new quarterback, too. Nothing's
Well, the thing with Ohio State is we don't know who the fuck the quarterback's going to be.
Well, and I think it's been a bunch of smoke and mirrors with them. Hartline was out the other day, and he didn't blow anything as far as whether it's going to be Brown or it's going to be Kyle McCord.
I feel like it's going to be McCord.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. It's going to be McCord. I did see a small snippet last night where Brown is going to be the he may be the starter, but Ohio State doesn't want to let that information out there, which is smart.
Brown?
Yeah.
Really?
Devin. So, but I also hear that he has a lot of electric, quote-unquote, type plays, but he also, because he's so young, he makes mistakes.
Right.
Whereas Kyle McCord doesn't make the mistakes, but he has...
He's like Ryan Zwick.
Yeah, right. He doesn't make the mistakes, but he doesn't have the electric plays.
Right.
Now, I don't know how many electric plays you're going to need. I mean, you got, both of the running backs coming back.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. out there talking about how apparently, I can't remember the guy's name. I'm sure it'll be a household name after this year, but basically a guy that's younger than him being better than he was. Now, is that just Marvin Harrison blowing smoke, being part of Heartline's bullshit?
We are wide receiver you at this point.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And Heartline's going to get, if he wants to get a head coaching position, he's going to get it. Let alone OC. He's going to probably jump into. He's going to jump into a head coach if he wanted to. Now, depending on what he wants to do, whether he wants to go ahead.
Yeah.
Now, depending on what he wants to do, whether he wants to continue with Ohio State, maybe he's thinking in the back of his mind, and I thought about this too.
He could be the next Ryan
fucking
Day.
head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes.
He'd be probably number one on the list.
Yeah, absolutely, you would. So,
I mean, who else is out there?
As far as big names?
Fucking Les Miles. Or no, you know what we need? Oh, we're going to suck this target dick.
You bringing that guy back?
I'm 100% into that.
You into him? All right.
You imagine rolling up into Columbus and that's the guy that's...
Jesus.
Just hitting on the fucking...
Not that he wouldn't get his chance, with Joe Burrow and that whole. Yeah. I mean, let alone they had Justin Jefferson and whatever. So getting back to the Swamp Kings documentary on the Untold, we got way off base there. But yeah, you definitely wanted more. You wanted more shit unpacked, and let alone it was a 4-part series on Netflix. So I get it. I mean, they want to drag it out as far as Netflix go. My argument with you, and I told you this earlier, yesterday, the day before, was it surprised me that Urban Meyer was so much a part of this, and that he actually agreed to be part of the documentary. I also believe that Urban Meyer had certain stipulations in place.
I'm sure.
That wasn't going to open the can of worms that we really wanted to hear about.
Well, like Tebow being Hernandez's fucking dorm mate or whatever.
Yeah. And there was one part of the documentary where Tebow, which another huge part of the documentary, how could he not be?
Right.
But him talking about getting Hernandez out of a possible bar fight situation where he probably would have killed at least more than 2 people.
Probably ended up killing 2 people later that night.
Right. There was a lot. I mean, there was a lot there. Of course, not to piggyback somebody else, but the Pouncey twins, which made a cameo in there. I kind of was a little upset about the fact of Cam Newton not really having any speaking part in the whole documentary. He actually had less cameos than Aaron Hernandez did in the whole docuseries.
Well, and didn't he, when he went to Florida, didn't he get kicked out of there for stealing shit?
Yeah. And he did. He went to Auburn, and then probably the best thing that actually happened to Cam Newton because, Tim Tebow was not going to relinquish that starting position.
No, absolutely
Quite
not.
arguably, maybe the best college player of all time,
Right.
Tim Tebow. But just absolute Jesus freak, though. Tim Tebow, just keeping it real right now. Boy, Tim, wow. I mean, whatever. And then Urban Meyer even coming in through there talking about that also. And Brandon Spikes also basically trying to get Tim Tebow to come out and party with him. And he basically said the only thing, even in the documentary, he's like, the only thing that Tim Tebow would have is either the playbook or a Bible. I mean, he's going out there trying to raw dog some randoms. Tebow's not having it. So, whatever, though.
Right.
On a personal level with the Cleveland Browns, just a couple Joe Hayden shots in there. Nothing with Joe Hayden. Didn't have any speaking parts. Percy Harvin, huge part of those Florida teams. No speaking parts. Cam Newton, no speaking parts. Aaron Hernandez, understandably, no speaking parts.
No, really? Why?
Yeah. Pouncey twins, though, no speaking, none of that there. It was a lot of Brandon Spikes, a lot of Urban Meyer, a lot of Tim Tebow, a lot of Silas before he took him over. Really no qualms, though, as to, Urban Meyer's basically running his practices like he's in the armed forces. No, I mean, that was wide out in the open. He gave zero fucks. A lot of, speaking of fucks, Urban Meyer not afraid to get into an 19-year-old face and, making them
And kick them while they're stretching.
or say fuck, and making them work out armed forces style until they puke on the field. There was nothing. Yeah, Urban Meyer was, we're going to do this. Basically Darwinism, survival of the fittest.
Right.
Yeah, you're not making the team. If you can't get in. That was also part of the deal with Brandon Spikes was they're looking for, after Silas went, looking for somebody to kind of step up in that role where Brandon Spikes didn't really want to embrace that. But eventually he did, according to the documentary. So it was interesting. It could have been a lot more. We're talking, possible Emmy Award-winning shit
Oh,
here
dude,
if they
it'd
would
been-
have unpacked
That'd
really
been the
what we
greatest
wanted to
documentary
see.
of ever.
Yeah,
of
it
all
would have been
time.
great. It would have been great.
I mean, I do want to watch the Bishop Sycamore one though.
Now I know we haven't talked about it, but I know it's.
Oh,
in
look at that
the
Kellen Mond
inkling.
throwing a pick. Got DeJuan Jones out there. Oh my God, I would not want to be in front of that.
Right. That guy just laid out 2 Gatorade bottles.
And
on the
I'm
side.
sorry anybody that's watching, but at this point, I don't give a fuck about this game.
We don't. We don't.
Yeah,
But yeah, the whole Bishop Sycamore. Now, who's putting that out? Is that Amazon Prime or who's?
No,
putting
it's the
that
same.
Out? Is it
it's
Netflix?
Netflix.
Untold.
Yeah.
They're doing it. Okay.
Yeah,
Look, DTR's like, yeah, I'm a rookie and I'm not making that throw.
Right. Nobody's even over there talking to him.
Right.
Hey, our first teamers went out 22-3 on top. That's
Sure.
all.
Sure.
I cannot wait till week 1. I'm so sick of the preseason.
Yep. Oh. Gotta piss again.
smell like asparagus, even though you didn't have any?
No, that smells like pee-pee, except it's clear. So who's in here for QB for Kansas City?
I didn't even see. I think it's still
At this point, it doesn't matter.
no. I
Who's
think
that? That guy's not making the roster.
Hessep.
Yeah. Is that Colonel Hessep? You can't handle the Browns. Jesus. Why does he have Kelly's number on? Block it. Block it. Oh my God, he's got a knuckleball like Gabe York. Who? Sure, that sounds great on the mic.
Yeah. Well, we've been on for
Huh?
3 hours now,
Man, it seems like it's been an eternity.
right? You good to like kind of just shut it down at this point?
Oh, I don't care. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna just stop the stream.
That's fine.
I'll send you it and you can clip it.